What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's a beautiful ass Friday with the boys, and it sure is exciting. It's really exciting. Everything's really exciting right now. I don't know if you guys have been following anything that's been happening. Some of you are probably like, I don't know what's happening. Stuff just keeps rolling downhill really, really fast, and I'm going to try my best to catch everybody up in like a minute, and then we're going to be right to where we're supposed to be. So thank you guys for all joining tonight. We're going to be covering some crazy ass shit. Make sure you like the stream on YouTube. Make sure you post some bees in the damn chat on Kick. We love some bees. And I also added like 30, I think, or 27, maybe, emojis for my Kick that are animated. I got them jiggling and shit for some reason. I thought it was kind of nice. Anyways, that's over there. And we're 5 Kick subs. 5 Kick subs. Okay. 5 Kick subs away from partner on Kick. Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys. All right, let's get right into it, boys. So a little bit of some personal stuff that kind of happened that wasn't really expected. And first things first, if you guys are just now joining, this is your first time here. There's this creator called TheQuartering, Jeremy Hambly. And he committed the cardinal sin with content creation. He false flagged, threatened publicly and privately, said he was going to call the CEO of Kick, all these people, to get a certain channel banned off of line because they called him a cuck. So there's this channel called the Keno Casino on YouTube. It's the Keno Casino Clips, right? And they found evidence that pointed to, him allegedly might be a cuck. Now everybody just says yes because he went really hard on it. Well, this really pissed off this quartering guy, so he threatened to strike all these channels that were making fun of him. The next day, guess what? The Keno Casino's clip channel was banned from YouTube. That's where this all started. Okay, now it went further back than that with them making fun of him and shit, but that's where this went into overdrive, right? And a lot of people can't really fathom what's happening. Even people that are directly connected to this can't really fathom what's happening here. And I try to explain it. And I was on the Jack show yesterday and I was trying to explain it to people, but it's a lot of people don't. Maybe they don't. It's not that they don't get it. It's just that they are just trolling and don't give two fucks. And that's fine. But here's the issue. My channel's been hit twice now, I believe. Yeah, twice. If my channel gets deleted, keep in mind, this is my job. If my channel gets deleted, I lose my job. $150,000 a year is gone. It's my livelihood. Why? Because I literally am just talking about this situation. That's it. And that's what happened to the Keno Casino clip channel. They were bringing in over $100,000 a year. They lost it, and now that's their livelihood. Right now, a lot of people don't have this perspective. Because A, they're not creators, and that's fine, right? B, they don't see this as a real job, and C, they hate everyone that makes money doing it, right? So a lot of people will come from the area where they're like, they watch creators for entertainment, but they don't give a fuck if they lose everything because it's not a real job. I don't give a fuck. My job's a real job. They're not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It's all MD based. It's fine. But at any rate, it's a big deal, and you don't do it. And it started to happen everywhere. And that leads us all the way up to now. I've been covering it for a few weeks. And last night, or the night before last, Melonie Mac went on Chrissy Mayr's show. Okay, we reacted to it on the last stream. Well, I watched this, and I actually thought, punished Cody. I actually thought to myself that Chrissy was being super 4D chess. Because when I saw it, I was like, holy shit. This is a really good plan. So I thought she was going to interview Melonie and like lean on her a little, right? And here's the issue. Melonie Mac is the co-host for TheQuartering, Jeremy, a guy we've been talking about. So everybody wants to hear her at least say she doesn't support flagging, right? At least say she doesn't support the weird fucked up stuff he's doing. Right now, that's not going to please everybody, but at least if she's like, I don't like this stuff, but I support my friend, at least that's something. But there's this weird thing happening where everybody's sticking their head in the sand and pretending like nothing's happening. And if it is, it's just silly little drama. And I'm like, okay, all right. So the live stream starts and there's oranges in the chat. The chat's rolling 1,000 miles an hour and people are super chatting, asking questions that are decent. Now, obviously, some of the super chats were trolly as hell, but also a lot of them were good questions. Like, Melonie, do you support false flagging? How do you talk to the fact that he accidentally shared that email header, right? Where it proved that he did report someone, right? So, at any rate, those questions were never asked. She was reading the super chats, right? And then she just said, thanks for the super chat. I don't know what this question means, so I'm just going to skip it. And then she did that, right? And that made everybody livid. I mean, I was on stream and I was like, what the fuck? What's happening? Just read the super chat and ask a question. Just anything, right? But she didn't. So she actually messaged me and she was like, what's going on? And I gave her the whole rundown and she was like, can you come on my show Sunday and explain it to me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But I thought about it. And a few hours later, I texted her and I was like, hey, you should come on my show today. Because 4 or 5 days from now is not going to matter. Everyone's going to have made up their mind about you. You should come on my show tonight. You should do everything you can to come on my show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we'll talk it out. I'm going to tell you everything that's happened so far. I'm going to re-ask you these same questions. And it's going to be kind of rough. It's going to be a little tough. But you might be able to garner some respect and it will be all right. No big deal. You goof real hard. We all goof sometimes. And take a few licks and come back swinging, right? And then she said, yes, I'll come on. And then it started getting a little bit later. And then I noticed she scheduled her show like an hour later. And I was like, are we a no-go? What's going on? I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And then she was like, actually, I had to push my show back. So I don't think I'm going to be able to actually do it anymore. And I was like, okay, cool. I just want to make sure before I announce it. And then I tweeted out that, hey, Chrissy said she could come on, but then she said she couldn't come on. And I waited a little too late. So I'm going to cancel my show. And it went crazy. And that's when Chrissy messaged me. She wasn't happy with me. And I'm sure that makes sense. Right. So at any rate, Sunday is just too far away. This isn't like a silly, like, let's schedule a show and talk about a thing and get super chats and it's way past that. Right. And if you're a creator, you guys know so basically that's where we're at. FNT made a statement today. If you don't know, Chrissy Mayr is one of the core members of the FNT crew, Friday Night Tights, which is one of the largest panel shows on YouTube, if not the largest. Right. She was not on the show today, probably for a reason. And they talked about it. So I'm going to play it for you guys. There's a lot that was said, and I'll give you my take on it. And I'm going to tell you what I think, right? Anyways, thank you, by the way, Buzz, with 5 gifted subs. Oh, my God. Give him some bees. Give him some bees. Yes. Thank you. 5 gifted subs over on Kick. What a bunch of badasses. Also, don't forget, guys, in Super Chats, we're up against the 617th Naked Snake in a row. Hot diggity damn, boys. And we're already fast and loose, and we're headed in the right direction. Thank you guys so much. And we're at 6 memberships out of 189 for the new record. Since we haven't broke the record since I joined Kick. It might happen. I don't know. We'll see. All right, here we go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys are goated as hell. Let me hit the Super Chats, and then we're going to start the show. Thank you. Correction says, F this cook. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Sean Game Drunk says, I don't know what's funnier, the udders or the shit stain. Oh. Pigs in space. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate you, baby. War Wizard says, sorry, Cody, I have no idea what you're talking about. Damn, son of a bitch. Well, maybe you do now after a few minutes. Billy says he made his own shit rocket. You ain't lying, buddy. Cat is fat. Member for 31 months. Shaky Boy says, because her top sponsor is Coffee Bear and Coffee, she's financially obligated to protect Bear. Jarrett, well, see, here's what she says about that. She says the reason she had like an affiliate link or whatever, or a link in the description, is because he sent her a bunch of coffee for some event they did. I don't know how true that is or not. That's just what she said. I don't actually know the inner workings of it. You never really know, right? It's hard to iron out those things. Thank you, Shaky Boy. Libistro says, here's money for that black market Ferrari. Hell yeah, brother. Sean says, duplicitous B-hotch. Thank you, brother. Nick Rose says, I'm doing keto right now and I can't have oranges. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, brother. Moabit Cuba says, Chrissy said, I'll never look into what the oranges are for. Never, never. Darth Reven says, missed the first 15. We'll have them with Chrissy. All right, we're going to get right there. We're going to get right there. So, 1,000 kicks from the Taco Lunchables car. Found you through Casino, big racing fan. How do you get through that big wreck? How did I get through the big wreck at Talladega? I went to the outside, I think. I don't remember, but I remember there was dead cars everywhere, and I went up towards the wall. It's all a blur now, sir. Thank you for your 1,000 kicks. I love you. All right. So, at any rate, somebody said missed the first 15 minutes. Quick rundown. And I'll go a little bit deeper. You know, Chrissy had Melonie Mac on, and she didn't push her on any of the questions that were going on. Here's what I would say. I would say if I was Chrissy, the person I would be most frustrated with would be Melonie Mac for sure. Right. And I'm not saying like, I'm not fuck all these people, right? Like, I don't know how Melonie did not say something before they went live. Hey, by the way, I'm the most hated female on the planet right now. And on the internet, you might get a chat or two about me, right? You know what I'm saying? Just anything. There's some drama. Jeremy, baba da da. So make sure you're aware. Just something. Like what the fuck are we doing? I was in a goofy drama with VTubers, and I mean an actual like goofy just drama, right? Not a false flagging campaign, but I was in a goofy drama. I made a joke about a VTuber one time, and it did not go over well, right? So, you know, a lot of people were mad at me for a few days. Every time I have a VTuber on my show or I go on a VTuber show, I always let them know, hey, 3 years ago, I made a joke about a VTuber and it pissed people off. So I just want to give you that disclaimer. You might see something in chat. And also, I want you to have the opportunity to cancel this now that you know this weird little disclaimer. They've never canceled on me. I've never canceled. It's never been an issue, but I still let people know. How you can't be like, hey, Chrissy, we're friends, right? And she's like, yeah, we're friends. Well, just letting you know, this chat's going to be fucking insane tonight. Right? And also seeing the chat as a creator and an interviewer going 1,000 miles an hour, faster than you've ever seen it in your career. Your viewership numbers are eclipsing 1,000 viewers, which is normal, much higher than you normally get. You got to know something's happening. There's something going on. The chat looks mad. I wonder what's happening. Something probably not good, right? It was handled extremely poorly. Extremely poorly. So, Laser Pants says, as a fat guy with a beard, I just want to confirm that what you said about why fat guys have beards is totally true. Oh, the gobbler hider. Thank you, Laser. I appreciate you, buddy. Fair and Balance says your show would have been perfect for her to redeem herself. You can soften blows, but also nicely tell someone they messed up. Sunday's gonna be crazy. Scary. Yeah, man. I don't know. My plan. I mean, now that it's not happening, I guess, you know, or it didn't happen. My plan was simple. I was gonna, you know, me and Chrissy have been friends for a long time, and you know, a friendship buys a lot of leeway. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna ask you some tough questions. I'm gonna be like, hey, why'd you lie about this? Can't you see why this would be weird? Can't you see why these people are upset? Can't you see how this is hypocritical? Just stuff like that. And then I had backup answers for anything that I would assume she was going to say. Like, well, I didn't know about it. Well, here's a clip where you definitely know it. You know what I'm saying? I was going to just push a little, you know, give her a little heat, but lovingly, and then let her, you know, be like, yeah, I fucked up, brother. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that never happened. That was my whole plan. It wasn't going to be malicious or evil. Like, I wasn't going to be like, it was going to be normal. But I don't know, man. It just didn't happen. So it's not happening in Yellow Flash. Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, Chrissy's not happy with me right now. You know? So Chrissy's been kind of like replying to like posts and the replies, and she's not happy. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen if she wants me to come on Sunday. I don't know. All I can tell you, though, is I'm going to be completely transparent here. I don't necessarily think Sunday is going to help anything. I think it would have, like yesterday, a little. I think Sunday is going to end up being, if it ended up going through, it's going to end up just being like a fucking tear apart roast fest because there's nothing you can do now. Because people see you waiting 4 to 5 days as you preparing a statement. You know, you're preparing a defense. Now people think that you're not going to have a genuine response. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so you get what I'm saying. Let me read the super chats, then we're going to start the FNT stuff. Crazy Sharp. Feel free to use the pick I made for you. Oh, I seen it. Yes. Oh, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, buddy? It's based good, attractive Jer in the chat. I always add a new adjective every time I say his name. Based, attractive, strong jaw. Jer. Good Jeremy. How you doing, brother? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, Jeremy said something very, very important on FNT tonight. He says 48 hours is an eternity on the internet. And I literally said that on Jack's show yesterday. I was like 4 days is like a decade in internet time. Everybody's made up their mind in 4 days, regardless of what you say now. You have a slim window, which is actually what I DM'd Chrissy. I was like, we have a really small window. You need to come on my show. Like tonight. In like 4 hours. I can push it as far back as I need, but it has to happen tonight. We have a small window. Yeah. Melonie and Chrissy both almost cried. Thank you, Maverick. It sucks, man. It sucks because all of these people have all been friendly at one point. So it's not fun. T-Rex says, how did you see? Oh, did you see the new Lazy Show? Yeah, I saw it on Twitter, brother. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's a very easy one to make, right? Because like I saw the original video of her reading that scripture, and I'm like, you're literally describing Jeremy to a T. And then when asked about any of these things, right, she's like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, what? I support my friend. I'm like, but what if your friend killed 4 people and a baby? Well, I don't know about it, so therefore I support my friend. It's like, wait, what? What? Levisha says, correction, you never gave the disclaimer on my show last year. Here's more money. Oh, you're not a VTuber, Levisha. You're a weird dragon guy. And Karis was there. The Ferrari RC track. Don't forget to contact. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Patrick Power. Hey! I miss you, son. Love you, bro. Can I get a doobie-doobie-doo? Hold on. Let me find it. My soundboard. Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-doo. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, dude. Says, whatever the recording does, I got it for you. Shady Duck over here. Let me go some quacks. I'm going to push it over. Boop. Says, glad to see you're still trucking along, Cam. Just dropped in to get some clarity on all the craziness that's going on. Well, I'm going to play this video, and it's gonna bridge everything together, right? Because Gary, Jeremy, Ryan, and the other people on FNT, they had a lot of good takes. So thank you, Shady. I love you. I appreciate you. And I thought they would. Because I'm going to be completely transparent. I know the guys on FNT are all very, very entwined in this business. And they all usually have pretty solid takes about the way the business operates. They're all reasonable people. I think they all know what's going on. So I was talking to, I think, my buddy Art or Nina. I think I was talking to Nina in DMs. And she was like, oh my God, this is bad. And I was like, look, Chrissy's reasonable. Chrissy's smart. She's going to be all right. I think we can fix this. So I was very surprised when nothing's happened and no one can make anything happen. And we're getting the ignore it thing. And then random remarks and replies on Twitter. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? This is worse. This is worse. Opossum with a sub on Kick. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Opossum. I love you. Oh my gosh, the subs are racking up on Kick. Stand by your revenue. By your revenue. Dalton, thank you, brother. Pop Culture says, wasn't the chatting the day you were watching Moody's vid and you gave a TLDR? Yeah, I'll play that video. That's the one that's everybody's playing to be like, oh, smoking gun. She does know. She was a liar. She's lying. She's COVID. She's see. That's what they're using, right? I mean, I think Jeremy mentioned that on FNT as well. Smeghead says that was the most disingenuous part. To miss questions and not address them, speaking for Mel when questions were asked, then saying they're just lefties. Oh, that makes me like want to break shit. I'm sorry. Oof. It's one thing to like sweep everything on the rug. I get it to a perspective, but to say they're all woke liberals that are angry, to imply D-Day Cobra, who does a fucking MAGA stream, or like he does his I'm pretty sure it's, what is it, CobraCast? Am I crazy? My brain's melting right now. With thousands of viewers, fucking whoo, you know what I'm saying? To imply Jeremy is a woke liberal, to imply Venti is a woke liberal, to imply I'm a woke liberal. What the fuck are we talking about right now? There are people left, right, and center going in on this. Also, another really, really good point, right? How are you going to ignore all those super chats and not read them out or not ask the question? Anyways, you get what I'm saying. What's wrong with women and ducking accountability? But yeah, saying it, we're all just woke leftists. That was weird. I don't. Oh, and when Melonie said that Jeremy is getting there, people are spreading lies about Jeremy the same way they did Jesus. Bro, I'm not even like religious, and I almost fucking called Jesus on the phone to be like, "You hear what she just said?" I'm about, listen. Yes, what? Hey, what's up, cuz? This girl just said that fucking Jeremy and you are the same guy. What do you think? And he's gonna fucking get on his motorcycle. He's gonna come down with his gloves on, with his fucking fingerless gloves and shit. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? The fact she strung you along, then went live with somebody else in the studio prior to canceling is absolutely wild. Yeah, but I mean, she already had that planned. It's just, I don't know, man. It was weird timing too, man. It's just, it was a bad, unfortunate series of events, right? And I don't know this person. I'm not pretending like I know the person she interviewed, but it was just like the worst type of thing that you could follow up with this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I do BBC porn. And like, I'm like, got cold really. The timing. Anime fan for YouTube says, I remember sending a super chat during your stream covering Ren Fair and Chrissy being active in chat. Then she claimed to be totally unaware of everything with Melonie. Yeah, we're going to get there, brother. We're going to get there. God, these gifted subs are insane. Let me scroll up. I think I missed some gifted subs, guys. I'm sorry. Kick is blowing the hell up. Oh, by the way, the Ease Knees with 100 kicks. I hope I'm saying it right, man. The Ease Knees. It looks like it says the Ease Knees. Thank you, buddy. All right, cool. That's right then. All right. So we got 5 gifted subs from your mom's watching. 5 gifted subs. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm scared to shit. My finger slipped a little. Thank you, Anime for life. Dramden says, just a lurker, don't. Well, aren't you sweet? I love you. Appreciate you, baby. Let me give you a little quack. All right. Oh, I lost my spot. Wow, how's there so many super chats? This is insane. I can't even find my spot. Michael says, can you please explain the oranges? Yes, sir. They're just what it's for, brother. No, the oranges are a meme referencing the quartering stealing content, which he does right now. He does it right now. So the quartering steals all of his content in shorts. He quite literally steals viral videos and reposts them on his shorts to get all of his views. He gets no views on YouTube, but he gets like a couple million a month purely from shorts. Shorts do not give you watch time, subscribers, or engagement. They are just something to fill your analytics with bullshit, right? That's why I stopped doing them. I only do shorts on my shorts specific channel called Camelot Shorts. I don't care about anything else. So I stopped doing them because I noticed it was only hurting me. Like it wasn't helping. But what he does is he unironically does this. By the way, dude, let me read that in a second, dude. I want to show you what happens. He'll be like, I wonder what the oranges are for. I bet it tastes good. What do you think? And then he plays a video for a minute. And he would release like 10 of those a day of him saying, check this out. And then just go to a stolen video and he puts his watermark on it. So people started just saying when it came out that he's stealing all this content, people started saying, "What are the oranges for? What are the oranges for?" to shame Jeremy. What are the oranges for, brother? So everybody started posting oranges in chats and shit. It's because he steals content. All right. Anyways, oh yeah, all the shorts lined up. That's actually a good. I'll pull that up here in a second. I use Asa Ha, by the way. I use ass Ha, by the way, with 100 kicks. What? What are you saying, brother? What are you saying? Big shout out to Conspiracy, still the top gifted subber of all time at 16. Thank you. But I use ass. Thank you. I appreciate you. I got you. The dude says she's not happy with you. Boo. She 100% did this to herself, being mad at you is totally the stick in the bicycle wheel me. I did message Chrissy, and I was like, hey, look, because she was pissed, which I get. I mean, I get it, right? She was like, hey, you worded that tweet in a way where it makes me look like an asshole. And at first, I was pissed because I was like, I lost revenue. I lost a stream day. I lost respect from people that are watching, wanting my show to come on. This fucked me over. I'm pissed. And then the next day, I texted her and I was like, look, I'm sorry. Yeah, I could see how I worded it fucked up, and I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm just really frustrated with the whole situation. Basically, is what I said. Chati says it was unfair. Chrissy did cost you. Well, look at you. You're fucking. We're on the same page, Chati. Fair and balance is 48 hours is too long because now I think 100%. 100%. I agree. Fair and balance. How you doing? Maverick Cuba says Chrissy and Melonie handle it like real politicians. Totally. I had about 5 other people saying that shit. Chrissy and Melonie handle it like politicians. Total reflection of ignorance, almost like their paychecks depended on. Yeah. I get what you're saying, man. I get what you're saying. Yeah, her not letting Venti on the show, also a mistake. I mean, it was just mistake after mistake, right? And I think I'll give you a rundown of what I think happened. Pedro Goranzdiza. Cody, keep pressing on, Mr. Hambly. The Bulls already pressing on Mrs. Hambly, so don't worry about it. Jesus, brother. Jati says, I also tagged you. I tagged you in a new Jer song in Discord. All right, sounds good. I'll check it out. Thank you. By the way, Platty Stein gifted a sub. Oh shit. God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so bad at this. It's an off day, I tell you. How was your weekend? Hey, how was your weekend? Hey, how was your weekend? No. Banned. Gringo Mayo says, Melonie says it's all lies and is a standard leftist coat. Makes sense that she's married a cosplayer because she's been cosplaying as right wing. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. T-Rex says, this is a very unfortunate bad look situation. I like Chrissy, but PP and Morski are about to go scorchers. Oh, it's over. It's already happened. That's what I said. That's why I said Sunday is probably too late. Because I wanted to get Chrissy on my show before Kino Casino went live. So she could own up to a little bit of this, I guess ignorance or whatever have you. Just own up to it. Be honest. All we can do is be honest. People are searching for authenticity in life and in their creators they support. Be honest. Let's get this out there before anything happens. And I was pleading. I was like, we got 6. How early can you do it? It's like, and yeah, as soon as they went live, they went in really hard on her. And I was like, yeah, I don't think Sunday's going to help now. Gregory Lieber says accountability equals infinity. Women equals 0. Thank you, Greg. War says, not even religious, and you know the true name of the Savior, Yeshua. I'm impressed. Thank you. I know things. I'm just not intelligent. Shaky Boy says the casino went nuclear on Chrissy that night. Or last night. She might actually be done. Yeah, everybody, we all are on the same page, apparently. Thank you, Shaky. Dalton says, my mind only runs on turbo. What did you do? A secret to control is having nothing to lose. What in the hell, Dalton, are you doing in my chat right now? He's just listening to jams. Gory Dream says, we're all going too soft on women. Equality. Thank you. Appreciate you. God dang. That was a lot of super chats out of the gate. I'm sorry, guys. But these people are just too damn giving. And to be fair, the chat's what keeps all of our careers and lives and entertainment going. So I have to read them. So I love you. Now, let's play the video. We're going to play the FNT right out of the gate. And it's. I think they spent 30 minutes on this shit. So let's just get out right in front of it. And we're just going to play it. And we're going to talk about it. So here we go. I have my throat is so tickly. I can't not cough. All right. Here we go. Whew, that hurt. I knew it was coming.
How was your weekend? How will our weekend be? Not really sure.
What are all the oranges for in the chat?
How about those dolphins?
That's my snack.
God, you can tell like Jeremy's heated, right? Because Jeremy's right here. Good Jer. He's heated because he's dealt with shit like this in the past. I mean, most of us as creators have. And I think Jeremy and me have a similar opinion on this. And I think Gary even says this. This isn't really a drama at this point. A drama is calling somebody fat and them getting pissed. That's a drama. Did you know someone said this about this fat? And they said he's fat. No, he cried on camera. That's a drama. Okay. This is starting to go above that. That's the reason why it's been trending for almost a month now. Stuff like that doesn't last this long. And the reason it is because everyone's avoiding accountability and taking people's money away while also saying they're the richest, most successful, sexy, talented people in the world and they know everything about everything. They're infinitely wise and infinitely smart, and you're dumb and you're not wise. And everything I say is right and everything you say is wrong. Give me your money and go kill yourself. That's what this has become, right? And I get a little annoyed when people call it a little drama. I'm like, you definitely have no idea what's happening if you're calling this a little drama. Did you know he wore a sombrero when he was 14 years old? It's not like that.
I told their mandarins.
Oh.
Yeah. I
that's
speak
what it is,
mandarins.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
yeah.
hungry. I'm just gonna,
for
no apparent reason. I'm just gonna be open.
To make a great marinade on meat.
Dad really went all out for this. Look at him.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't expecting we needed to bring props. I do have an RC car over here, though.
I got one
of your.
So at this point, guys, the chat is just spamming oranges. The chat's disabled because they probably edited the live stream, but the chat's just oranges.
Mandarin orange things.
I appreciate that you guys are leaning into it to be a little self-aware here, but I learned on a stream a few days ago that you don't actually acknowledge until people send about 400 super chats, and then you pretend that you don't know what they're talking about. Okay.
Okay.
You just play dumb.
Wrong.
Yeah, we've got to play dumb for a couple of hours.
Well,
get the money
I don't have to
stacked
play
up.
dumb.
Okay.
What do you mean play dumb here, Jeremy?
We already are dumb.
I don't want to actually the chat, but those are tangerines. They're not oranges. Okay. You have to search tangerine.
So Jeremy sounds extremely convinced, right? That what it looks like is Jeremy is convinced that she knows there's something going on, or she knows about it, or something to that matter, and she's pretending like she doesn't, right? So that being the case, you know what I'm saying? You think someone's lying, and the best thing you can do to circumvent anything getting worse is you come on a stream or something and you say, hey, look, I was in a tight spot. I didn't want bad things to happen. So I was trying to get through this, and it was really dumb of me to do that. But yeah, I lied, and I thought it was the best option I had at the time, but I didn't realize I didn't know what I was dealing with. Just anything would help, I think. Right. But we're still in this like completely quiet phase. And I think the quiet phase has lasted a little too long now. You know, 60 Reese with 500 kicks says everyone needs to understand that Chrissy has sponsors. One of her primary sponsors is Coffee Brand Coffee. There is simply no way she's clueless. Yeah, and I've seen that as well. How she explains that is Jeremy gave her some coffee for an event. Like he doesn't actually pay her. I don't know for sure how it works, but that's what she said. So take that as you will.
Serene to get that up.
Okay.
It's a little disappointing.
All right. Bye, everyone.
And I will tell the story later on why I hate oranges. It's not because of this situation. It's something else.
I thought you were going to say I hate fruits, and I was going to say, yo, Little Platoon just got here.
Hey,
Wow.
We're just getting started.
hey, Little Platoon. You came on a great week, pal. How are you?
I'm sorry. I was frantically Googling what the oranges were for before I got here. So.
Yeah. See, like even Platoon's Googling what the oranges are for just to figure out what the hell's going on, right? So that being said, where did it go? I saw something funny. By the way, it says this is not Jeremy Hambly, by the way. Corner didn't flag anyone. He's not fat. He's thin. He's thin and attractive, damn you. He's thin. He's attractive. Don't say anything else. All right. Where'd he go? There was a good chat in here. Mick Steller said it. What'd you say, Mick? Mick says, but she puts that disclaimer on every single stream, or she puts it in the description of every single stream. The coffee thing. So yeah, that is a thing, right? La Mempi with a orange. Thank you, man. La Mempi. Gator. Adam Sellers is not punk rock. Thank you, Gator. Appreciate you. Dalton says you got something to prove. You know the truth is based on fables at the time. The way the days go, faith is hanging on by a cable. Isn't that the truth? No wiser words ever spoken. Gator says free undead chronic. Thank you, Gator. Appreciate you. Chat, he says at this point, we know why Jer sponsors women. Oh, well, that's a no-brainer. We've beat that dead horse into the ground. He's definitely a sneaky fucker that uses his influence and his money, his finances, and everything to try to have sex with women. I mean, Sydney Watson, something no one ever really talked about. Sydney Watson joked on a stream with Jeremy that sometimes Jeremy just texts her the word tits, like I guess implying to like send me your tits. That's fucking weird. He's a 2004/B guy for sure. Not Jeremy Hambly, who didn't chase William off YouTube by being a creep. He offered her money and unconditional love. That's what happened.
You're not supposed to find out.
Can't they just be for like eating? Because they're really tasty. This is really good. I'm glad I brought it.
You know, I was actually thinking about eating my first orange in 30-something years on this episode.
It's for
What,
you
don't
like oranges, bro? Eating
No,
an orange as a
oranges remind me of prison. The smell, the taste. They get handed out in jails and in prison everywhere, and then they have a cleaning product that smells like oranges. So it just triggers the PTSD. I fucking hate them.
Well, you don't want to get scurvy, you know.
No. Well, I mean, a lot of people use them to make.
That's a pretty good reason to not like them, though. I will say that.
I get that. They're about to address everything right here. They just had getting the intro out of the way, you know, getting everybody cuddled up, right? So
you can't.
Mine's a texture issue, but that's not nearly as good of a reason as you just gave. So
yeah, it's a PTSD issue. Welcome to the show, everybody. I guess we have to address the elephant in the room, the oranges.
the 400-pound, 2 million subscriber elephant in the room.
Oh.
Is that the elephant?
Jeremy's gloves off. I love it, man. That's kind of how I felt after my channel got struck. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. He's fat and bald and disgusting. I hate him. I was being kind of like indifferent, just explaining my opinion and the situation. When I got struck, I was like, you know what? Fat, disgusting, smelly. He's fat. He's gay. He's a cuck. I don't care anymore. Fuck him. I even have emojis on Kick that say fat gay cuck.
That would be ultimately the cause of all this, wouldn't it? So
false flagger, allegedly. So allegedly, you know, I mean, he only just admitted it publicly and privately that he was going to do it, but apparently the internet's just making shit up. So
I thought it was just a massive coincidence that all the people criticizing him got
fired. Just a coincidence. Just a coincidence.
Sure, there's 0.001% of plausible deniability, I guess.
Yeah.
There's an email that nobody's seen yet that apparently has disappeared because you know what I did yesterday, guys? I researched all of this. You know, I made sure I was prepared for this statement to make sure I watched Kino Casino. I did research before I decided to talk about something and find out what the hell's going on. And
trying to beat Ryan Kennel or something.
Yeah, throwing a lot of shade at Chrissy here. And the issue, man, the issue here is our job, your job as a creator, our job, if you're interviewing somebody, especially someone of any kind of notoriety, I guess, you kind of want to Google them a little. You know what I'm saying? Just research a little to find out what's happening. And I mean, now to be fair, I think Chrissy did know that Melonie was going through something wild. And I think she thought it wouldn't be as bad as it was. She's like, oh, it's just a little internet, because I think that's what she called it. She's like, oh, it's a little internet drama. I'm like, it's not, though. So, what's up, Mega Moo? So, I think she thought it was totally going to be fine. It's totally not a big deal. And she didn't research it further, or she thought that she could curate it and stay out of it somehow, right? And I'm like, there's no way. And that excuse totally could work for the first 10 minutes of the stream. But when you're getting $25 super chats of people being like, here's my question, here's my question, here's my question, here's my question. And then you start saying, if you just respond to every super chat with, I don't know what this means, but thank you for the money. Bro, that's you've fucked up right there. Because I have had Nick Rekieta on my show during the height of the bullshit, and people were asking questions in super chats. And I was reading them motherfuckers, and I would ask Nick, I'd be like, what do you think, Nick? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew what was going to happen. I knew. And I was like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this, Nick? Huh? What do you think? Did you give your daughter cocaine? What do you think about that? You know what I'm saying? I did. And he answered them. It was fine. Right? So, yeah, I don't know. It just appeared as if it was just like pocketing money. And I don't know. T-Rex. Speaking of Sydney Watson, I do wonder why she has been so relatively quiet about this whole situation. Probably doesn't want to get involved because she knows she's already been there and she doesn't want anything to do with Jeremy because he's probably was in her DMs all the time saying to send asshole pictures to me because that's what he does for some reason. Curtis says, I was able to get caught up on the Chrissy Melonie did on live stream. Oh, God, sweep oranges. TheQuartering's a scumbag liar. I agree. Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate you, brother. Brocky says, good Jeremy. He's bringing the heat. Good Jer. We all love good Jer. I've always loved good Jer. Ever since the moment I laid my eyes on good Jer, I was like, you know what? I like that guy. Unconditionally. Sean says she picked the dumbest all the time. You ain't wrong. Not Jamie Hanley says he's talented, rich, not a dog mower, and he's nice. Thank you, brother. T-Rex says, holy crap, I've never seen this. So a log. Somebody's so hard before. This is so funny. Get belted. Thank you, brother. CB Booper. What's up, buddy? I don't know. Oranges. I can't imagine what those are. Curtis says, Gary, the grandmaster of snark and sarcasm and smack. It gets really, really, really rough. It's pretty interesting. But I think they're fair. I think they're being fair to Chrissy, though, because as much as we all saw what happened, I think most of us, people that know Chrissy in real life would like to see her not die from this. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see her just die, right? That was the thing with Nick, right? So like when the shit with Nick was going down, I was streaming about it. Like everything that would happen, I would stream about it. And I would relatively give Nick the benefit of the doubt. But I also said he needs to go to court, he needs to go to trial, and he needs to take his licks and take his time and become a better person. That's the only thing he can do. I hope he survives this. I hope he serves his time and he comes back, right? Which is what happened. And then people called me a sweeper, which is fine. And I was like, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say I hope he dies? Like a miserable death or something? Because I don't believe that. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. But exactly. It's kind of the same thing. I want Chrissy to come out on the other side of this, but nothing's being done to work towards that. And it sucks. Smeghead says, I can't believe that Chrissy can feign ignorance at this point and to low talk through the super chats and then answer a direct question with okay and move on. It's rough, dude. Yeah, it was rough. I was like shaking my head like a little fat boy. Nick Rose says Chrissy got Friday night. Felt it. Jesus. That's funny. Cosmic Zombie. Nick Diorio has a theory trying that Mel's stream with Chrissy's infamous Ralph clip. Could she be mean girling on purpose? I was thinking about that today. With the Ethan Ralph thing. Dalton says, when the weight of the world leaves you totally hopeless, bathe in Burt's Bees and Coco Lopez. All right. Or as Chrissy would say it, I have no idea what that means. No idea what that means. All right. Emotion Support says, used to watch FNT every week. Love Chrissy. Used to be my Melody. But watch them lie and deflect like that. Have my blood boiling. Had to turn it off. Yep. I agree, man. I agree. Emotion Support, Chad. All right, here we go.
All prepared and do
Just
research?
once.
Yeah.
Just once.
Did you create a
Just
PowerPoint
once.
presentation, to kind of help?
Don't pick up the bottle, Gary. You're going to start feeling the sudden urge.
Hold up.
You're going to start feeling the sudden urge. Don't go back.
I got my bottle of water here. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. So, Chrissy's not on the show today. I had a talk with Chrissy yesterday about the situation she inserted herself in, whether it was due to ignorance of the situation or not. That's something she's going to have to address on her channel. It is not anything I feel I need to answer for or will answer for. I will say unequivocally, if I could pronounce the word, that I am against false flagging in all of its forms. I'm against even slightly hinting at false flagging that can cause more false flagging. I'm against stealing content. These are things I don't like. They are antithetical to everything we do.
This is such a great statement from, and Gary's voice is almost quivering here because I think he's trying to hold back, fucking freaking the fuck out. I totally get it. Like, this is all that is being asked of people, and I don't fucking understand why it's so hard. Why is this so hard? Gary did it in 2 seconds, right? Why is it so hard to say, look, this person is my friend right here. You see him? You see my friend? Look at him. Look at my little friend right here. Okay? They're my friend. I don't support any of the stupid shit they've done. I denounce false flagging. I denounce this. I denounce stealing content. All of that's really, really cringe. And I don't like that. And they need to fucking fix themselves before them ricks themselves. Right? But they're still my friend. And I want to help them get better. I want them to survive this. But all the shit they done is retarded. Right? Why is it so hard to be like, I don't support this shit? I think I told Sean or Art like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like, oh, I think Melonie will say she doesn't support any of this, but she's supporting her friend right now. Because obviously you got a paycheck. We're probably all going to be like, please keep giving me money. We love money. Right? So that would be a reasonable response. But why not just say, I don't support false flagging. I don't support stealing content. I've had a talk with Jeremy, and I'm encouraging him to get better and to change things for the better. That's not a terrible thing. You cover all your bases, regardless or not, if you're being genuine. At least you're covering your bases. But it's so hard for anyone to be like, I don't like this. And that's even like, that goes double for Chrissy when she's reading these super chats. Like, why not say, I don't support any of this behavior at all, unequivocally, zero of it. It's fucking gross. And if you do it, you should be put in the gulag. All right? But I'm not involved in this situation. And they need to fix their shit. Are they afraid Jeremy's going to come after them? Because that's what it fucking feels like. Are we afraid to piss off Jeremy for some reason? Are all these people that can't speak on this afraid? Why? Jeremy's apparently a really, really good and supportive friend. Are you telling me that if you just say, I don't support these things, that he's going to not be your friend anymore? I thought he was a good person. It kind of sounds like he might be a little effeminate, female-coded and angry, and a bitchly little sassy fat bitch all the time. You came out against me. It's like, bro, shut your mouth. You're false flagging people. I don't fucking like that shit. Stop doing it. All right? Go to rehab. Stop being addicted to porn and shit. It's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? That's what friends do. My buddy Sean drinks like a fish. He drinks beer every day. I'm like, hey, man, you should lower your beer count down. And he's like, nope. And I'm like, all right. And then one day he did. And I was like, cool, based. He did it. I didn't say, drink more, man. It's totally good for you. I'm afraid of conflict. Like, no, fuck that. Taco Lunchables with 2,000 gifted. 2,000 kicks. $1 billion. 2,000 kicks. Which would you take? Chevy Impala SS or Mercury Marauder? The Impala. The Impala, brother. Thank you for the 2,000 kicks. All right. I did my best to try and explain with super chats on the stream in plain English, and it just didn't work. At least it made it on Dermy and Chemo stream. Listen, dude, here's the thing, Brockyman, because I actually remember your super chats on that stream. That is what's frustrating everybody. The thing that frustrated everybody is like, hey, there's questions, there's clear and cut questions right here. Why are we not addressing this? You know? Right? Thank you, Brocky. Curtis says, my opinion, false flagging is worse than drug use because Nick did that to himself. He's also been redeeming himself according to I wouldn't say he's redeeming himself. I wouldn't say Nick has redeemed himself. He still looks like a scarecrow, but fucking Nick, it's funny. But no, yeah, that's the thing. And I think even Kino said, the Kino Casino guys, Andy and PB, I'm pretty sure they were like, even Nick's dumbass didn't flag anybody, right? So that's when you know you went too far. Ben Ryder says, Chrissy couldn't have handled it any worse. Her career is on live support. Her mea culpa on Simcast will determine if she survives. And again, and I know this is my opinion, but I think that Sunday isn't going to matter. Right? Like we're going to have a scheduled planned show on a scheduled planned day at a scheduled planned time on a already established show to get out of jail. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be called Simcast, brother. It should be like the title of the stream should say, I fucked up, brother. That's what it should say. It should be I fucked up cast, not Simcast. Right? I don't know. Does that make sense? Do you agree that Chrissy should donate her super chats she didn't read when Mel was on a Toy for Tots? Maybe. I mean, you on the upcoming stream, I think you can turn that option on. So like maybe the future ones are. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say, right? Anyways. Beep, 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 beep. Dolan Towers says, can't expect e-girls to act with integrity. Them whores. Thank you, buddy. Carify says, if people can't come out and say the minimum against Jared's horrific actions, including Chrissy, then maybe they don't deserve their platform. This shit is insanity. It's common sense. Am I crazy? No, I'm right there with you. That's why it was very shocking for a lot of these creators that I watch and know to like not handle it right. It was weird. It's been weird. This has been really weird. This whole thing's been really strange and very eye-opening to see. T-Rex Travel says, well, if we're being perfectly honest, Chrissy didn't really give Melonie a chance to respond to any super. Yeah, but on the other hand, Melonie could have cut her off. So I don't know. Sure, I am agreed. She didn't, and that's my point. Is she would be like, "Thanks for the money. I don't know what this means," and just immediately move to the next one and not ask the question, right? But that's just what you do. You just ask the question. That's your super chats. Your people super chatting these streams are what keep the lights on, man. People sending kick subs and kicks on Kick, that keeps my lights on. To disrespect those people and not give them the time of day for the money that they gave you for that time of day they're buying, and they're only buying 20 seconds of your time to explain the super chat. Like, bro, you're in the wrong fucking field at this point. You know what I'm saying? You're in the wrong field if you're not reading these and respecting them. Right? I have read super chats saying fucked up stuff about me. I don't mind. They're paying for it. They're paying for a service. Right? They're keeping without the chat and without super chats and without people supporting us, we don't exist. So to disrespect that's going to piss off your chat even more. There's like 5 variables that pissed off the chat. And she hit all of them. Like she was playing bingo, brother. You know what I'm saying? I was there when Chrissy was felted. Just wild that an anti-censorship comedian wanted to sweep for a couple flaggers. It's that thing where I don't think people are thinking, right? You know, it's like Jeremy's like banning people in his chat like 24/7. His chat's completely curated. Probably why he gets only 5 actual viewers now. If you look at Jeremy's numbers, he gets like 5 viewers on Kick, 3 viewers on Twitch, 140 viewers on YouTube, and then like whatever Rumble says. I don't know. Rumble's just whatever, right? He's getting less than an actual organic 200 viewers, and he's supposed to be one of the biggest streamers in the world. 200 viewers? Are you fucking kidding me? And he blocks everybody on Twitter, blocks everybody in his chat. Doesn't sound like a free speech advocate at all to me. So, aided. Love you. Not Jeremy Hambly. It's actually Alpha to waste thousands on Funko Pops. Jeremy seems like the kind of guy that would just fucking be obsessed with those little bobbleheads. I got my new mass-produced plastic thing. It's number 27. I can put it beside number 28 mass-produced plastic thing. It only cost me $8,000 to find this one. Fucking no. Curtis, Beloved says Chrissy's a notorious striker. This is her MO. I don't know anything about that. I saw something on Twitter, but I haven't researched it. So I don't actually know. So I don't want to speak on it. But yeah, I have heard that, but I don't know the evidence or anything for that. Right. So Curtis, I didn't know Nick has fallen back, possibly. Oh, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, he's awful. I'm just kidding. War Wizard said that's right. Service says Cody. Yes. All right. And Maverick says, in the wise words of Melonie Mac, I'm tired. I love that clip. I don't know what it is. All right, let's continue, guys. By the way, 2,000 kicks. I love you. Appreciate you. Every gifted sub on Kick is a doobie-doo from here on out. Conspiracy is still the top dog of all time at 16 gifted subs. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. And I think we're only 3 subs on Kick, non-gifted from partner. So thank you. What's up, Flux?
Authenticity and integrity is all we have. And when that is in when that is in question, that's a big fucking problem. That's a big problem.
Yep.
So again, I spoke to Chrissy yesterday, told her the situation, and she has decided to address it on Sunday on her channel. And I think that's a wise move, because it's not something that's going to get addressed here, because it would just be a Chrissy roast fest for 4 hours.
Let's do it.
Might be that way anyway.
Well,
Let's bring on the Chrissy roast fest. Woo! That's what tonight is. No.
I think it's a wise move to address it. I think it's a terrible move to wait 3 or 4 days.
I
could have
agree.
went on with Camelot, because Camelot, I guess, is going to have her on and try to break everything down. And she, whatever. She, I don't know her business. Like, maybe she couldn't make it or whatever. But, this is a situation that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. And on the internet, 24, 48 hours is a fucking eternity. And not addressing it ASAP it's just going to make it even worse.
As soon as I heard Jeremy say this live, I did the meme from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where DiCaprio's pointing at the TV. I was like, nope, there I am. I was like, that's literally what I did. I was like, yeah, 100%. Look at these bees. Papa Stovepipe with a sub on Kick. Oh, Papa. Mr. Papa Stovepipe. Also, anime fan for Kick becomes a member. Oh, I think that's 2 away now. 2 subs from partner, I think. Oh my God. We might actually make it this show. Yes. Renee Galarza with 2,000 kicks says, do you think Chrissy needs to get more details on the situation? I haven't seen her stream with Melonie. Needs time? No. No, like, the longer you wait, the more it seems like you're preparing a response, and the more it seems disingenuous that response is going to be, because you had time to prepare it. And that's human nature. That's not like a thought process. It's just human nature. Need to go on the show like that second, pop on the show, right? That second. And be like, now that I know, and now that I understand the motivation behind this, here's the questions I had. I want to answer your questions, and I want to apologize for the shit that I obviously fucked up, right? You gotta get, it's gotta be fast, right? Renee Galarza, I love you. 2,000 kicks. Yeah. Where'd you go? Neon Blitzy becomes a sub on Kick. Oh my God. Is that Tommy the Cat? Tommy the Cat. Tommy the Cat. Not even a muscle on her neck did twitch. She saw her down the alleyway. She knew what she wanted. Here he is. Tommy the Cat with 5 gifted subs. My man. Tommy the Cat. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you, buddy. Tommy the Cat. Oh, yeah. Tommy the Cat is now 1 behind the top dog of all time. Gifted subs. Thank you, buddy. All right. Let's continue.
But it is what it is on that.
Ultimately, Gary, what you said, this stunning and brave stance of I'm against false flagging, I'm against stealing content.
I'm against bad things.
I'm against things that are bad. Puppies.
Yes,
I'm against. It's the easiest statement to make, right?
Yes, Ryan. See, that's what it's so easy. It's so easy. Like, that's why everybody's so confused. Like, why won't these people just say the thing? And it's like, and then you have other people who are like, they're telling you to fall in line. It's like, no, that's like, you can't denounce kicking puppies. Like, what do you mean you can't? You're in favor of kicking puppies, right? I guess. Thank you for the gift, by the way. Shorty says happy Mother's Day for 300 jewels. Shorty, Fantastic says here to say good day. What's up, Mr. Fantastic? Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back, Mr. Knox. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Russell Hall, I'm surprised somebody hasn't already used AI to make a Chrissy Roast Fest video. That shit's coming, brother. That shit's coming. Thank you, Russell Hall. I appreciate you, brother. Sean says, I know Chrissy be seething watching this. So I told Chrissy the other day, I was like, you should just get off the internet for a day and just ignore all this. Now, stuff got worse already, but you know, the best thing you could do at this point now, I mean, I don't know if there's anything that can be done. Just log off now. I mean, she's in the situation that Jeremy was in when it got real bad. Jeremy needs to log the fuck off. But he kept coming back and like crashing out in the replies of people's fucking posts, which made it 10 times worse. Because now you gave Kino Casino 5 hours of reading your replies and laughing at you. That just makes it worse, you know? Renee Galar's a 500 kicks. I have a thick beard. Because I have no hair on my head. I can't lose it unless I decide to shave it. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. By the way, Sweeper. No, Sweeping is a sub on Kick. Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. I love you. I love you. Kino is now going after Chrissy. She's doomed. Yeah. I don't know, man. Everything's happening so fast. Anime Fan for Kick says Jerry isn't gay. He just really loves eating cream pies for bull. Damn, brother. 500 kicks, brother. Thank you, dude. I will say one thing completely unrelated. I see like Aaron Almholt, like the steel toe guy, going after Chrissy, talking about this shit. And I'm like, bro, you drank Nick's baby gravy. Why are you talking? Why are you even speaking? What are you doing? You know, it's like we're all laughing and pointing, and then he like creeps behind us and starts laughing and pointing with everybody. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Oh, what do you get out of here, you weirdo? You're worse. The only reason that you ain't getting cooked alive anymore is because it's not even fun. It's like kicking a dead animal for like 20 years. It's been dead. It's just bones now. It's just bones. Derek Hood over 5K viewers and this many likes. The fuck? What's up, Derek Hood? How you doing, buddy? 5K viewers. What the hell are you talking about? Not Jimmy Hamley says there was a red F-150 and he isn't special needs. Well, you heard it here first, folks.
This is as content creators in every space, political, gaming, entertainment, Minecraft YouTubers, whatever fucking content people are making, naked yoga, makeup stuff. The one unifying rule that binds us all is you don't false flag channels. You don't take channels away. You don't try to flag people for revenge or get them demonetized because you never know when that's going to be weaponized and turned around on you, especially with all the shit we see going on right now.
Right.
And this is not a drama channel, right? We've mentioned it in passing the past couple of weeks because it's impossible not to mention. But all of us here have made it crystal clear that we stand against that. Very stunning and brave.
Can I add one to the list as well? Like, generally, running cover for people who do all of those things is also bad and you shouldn't do it. And it doesn't matter if those people are your friends. Being friends with someone does not mean that you run cover for them and excuse absolutely everything they do and try to massage their reputation. Being friends with someone means that if they're doing something which is extremely wrong and unwise, you tell them that they're doing something extremely wrong and unwise, and you try and correct their behavior.
But why doesn't this work on the internet for some people? Right? So should Chrissy be saying to Melonie, like, what the fuck you doing? Yeah, she should be. Should Melonie also be saying to Jeremy, what the fuck you doing? Yeah, publicly, by the way. Because I know Chrissy was like, well, you don't know what they're doing in private. And I do think Chrissy was trying to give Melonie a little bit of ammo to say something. And then Melonie was like, it's all lies. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we'll just ignore the video evidence. It's fine. But that being said, you know, they should be saying these things, but everybody's so terrified to do it. Why? Because Jeremy is a hyper narcissist. And he has an extreme, and I mean like a diagnosable extreme God complex. I've never in my life seen somebody think that they are unironically a god. He thinks he's like a deity. And it's fucking creepy. And he treats everyone in this manner. Maybe that's why Melonie and Chrissy are afraid to like push back at all. I don't know. It's very strange. So, by the way, Chrissy did release an apology. I'll pull up after this, before her interview with that one girl. But it was kind of like, lack of a better phrase, it was like a corporate apology. And I'm like, that's just worse. It's not 2012. Can't do that. You know, I didn't know. I apologize. That don't work. Right. So, anyways. Pure hubris. What's up, D? What? Shaky Boy says, Kick ain't letting me sub. Oh, well, sorry, Cam. Well, it's all good. We're getting gifted subs left and right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Perhaps they're also narcs. Oh, my God. My God. Thank you, buddy. T-Rex says, Sunday is going to be rough. No matter how good, sincere, heartfelt Chrissy's statement might be, the only goodwill that she could possibly get, she answers every single super chat with 100% sincerity felt through the screen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah. Any path back starts there. Any path back at all, T-Rex, by the way, thanks for the orange boy. It starts right there. Will that lead to a path back? I don't know. But I think you got to start there. And like I said, the only thing I would have changed in this whole situation is going live immediately and fixing it. For Papa and Grandma, please stop low-key white-knighting for Chrissy. No way she was ignorant. I didn't say she was ignorant. Covered by her peers. Either way, it shows she's too out of touch. She's out of touch to serve as a community creator. I mean, that's what I was saying, man. Maybe you're talking about people in chat or white-knighting for. But it's our job as interviewers and content creators, you know? It's our job to interview a guest, research that guest, and ask the questions, right? And like you said, I think it's very, very hard for anyone to accept that you willingly brought on likely the most hated female content creator right now. And I'm not exaggerating. Like probably the most hated female content creator right now and this is she's even more hated than iDubbbz' wife, right? Right now. So you brought her on and you didn't think you've heard about the drama. You've heard about it a little. You didn't think to like talk about it or figure something out or what you're gonna say if somebody asks this question or this question. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Chati, you lay with log cows in the fields, you get covered with shit. Thank you, appreciate you. Not Jeremy Hamley says he won't try to buy a mayor a business for sweeper. Fumanda, Fumanchu. MM acting like a 16-year-old teen who just redacted in the church parking. Oh, the redacted got my ass, brother. Brocky says, poll, who's the worst person, Hambly or Egg? Hambly is as bad as Egg would be if Egg had this platform. They're like the same guy, to be fair. It's hard to say. Ty Williams says the issue is Chrissy had to be almost held down to disavowing quartering. She could have said, hey, if this is true, I wouldn't agree with it. Instead of she nodded to Mel saying anyone upset or left. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm right there with you, Ty. Right there with you. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate you, baby. Beloved Chatter says Chrissy's apology sponsored by Coffee Break. That would actually, to be honest, if she apologizes like sincerely or something in a video, and then like right after she like wipes away a tear, and then she's like, anyway, this video is sponsored by Coffee Break. That would be the funniest shit in the world. Yeah. Interior dialogues, we whisper prophetically. Subliminal interdiction speeds the flow of information with automatic intuition. We forgo communication. What is that? System of a Down or something? What are we doing? Jam on the road! Says, should I give my 2 cents? What is your 2 cents? Oh, you're making a poll over there. Look on Kick. Look at that. How you doing, Jeff? I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Ally Cloud. Shout out to Jeff on the road, brother. Yeah, dude, type it up and I'll highlight it. It just tag me in it so it pops. I see it because sometimes I won't see those stuff. Thank you, Jeff. I love you. I love you, Jeff. The first pink boy, best pink boy. What a good man you are. We love you, Jeff. Everybody in the chat loves Jeff. He's very attractive. Dalton, Already read that one. Sorry. Intimidator says, "Hey Cody, hope you're doing well today. By the way, do you know what you shouldn't say about Jack Frost during the winter? Bite me." Banned. Somebody banned. Yeah. Intimidator. Thank you.
So
Yes.
that too.
Maybe offline.
Years ago, there was a creator that is no longer part of Geeks and Gamers that was part of the team. This person told me that they flagged down someone that was going after them. I told this person in a private phone call, I said, I'll protect you from being a racist, a sexist. I'll protect you from anything.
It wasn't me, guys. It
No,
wasn't me.
It wasn't Ryan. I was like, I will stand with you on anything that you say, but I will not stand with you if you are false flagging a channel. So if the internet ever finds out that you did this, you're fucked. So here's my recommendation. Reverse that shit immediately. This person did reverse it and it got corrected. But that was my statement to this person in private, that I will not protect you. I will go against you if the internet goes against you. If this is what you want to be known for, I'll stand with the internet, because this is the one thing that no one can do. Now, to be fair to this person, they didn't understand the ramifications of this. This was 2019, I guess, 2018. I can't remember. But that was my statement. I say that all to say that if you are truly a friend of someone that is caught up in this, being a friend is telling that person that they have fucked up big time.
Agreed.
While we stop. Oh, 100%. You fucked up big time. Stoicin says DD Cobra stands as racist, but not with false flaggers. Well, to be fair, everyone's racist, right? So like, it's kind of hard to determine who's actually racist because everybody's racist, right? So I think I'm pretty sure I'm considered racist, right? Because I exist in a normal way, like on the internet, right? So I refer to us as pattern recognition people, pattern recognition citizens. Anyways, those damn racists. How could you? How could you?
And that's not happening, shockingly enough, from fake Christians on the internet not wanting to be honest with people behind the scenes, apparently. Fuck off.
Damn, scathing. Good, Jeremy, referring to Melonie Mac as fake Christian on the oof. It's rough, brother. Melonie Mac also blocked Jeremy for some reason. You know? Which is weird. She hasn't blocked me. I don't really, I'm actually surprised, Now, granted, I haven't said anything crazy, but I don't think Jeremy said anything crazy either. Right? I don't know. Maybe it's because he's went directly after Jeremy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have too. I don't know. It's weird.
And also, like, as bad as the false flagging is, I think stealing content is about as egregious as that.
No.
So this is a compounding
no
issue. You reckon?
No, getting someone's channel removed is way worse than stealing their content.
It's way worse.
Stealing
is second. It's second. But
it's like getting someone taken down doesn't just affect them, but it creates an entire platform of everyone hitting each other because now it's allowed.
Yep, and
it is like nuclear
happening.
weapons.
It just becomes free fire. Yeah.
Good point.
This is 100%, 100% the point that everyone's missing. Who cares if Jeremy's destroying people's income? Yeah, but now everybody is in danger. Now you're creating an environment where if anyone makes fun of you for any reason, you can just remove their income at any fucking point you want to, right? It's basically online Karens, but they're somehow lifted up and encouraged. What Jeremy's giant round ass is doing is he's a giant fat Karen. I guarantee you Jeremy's the kind of person that yells at waiters if his steak is too undercooked or overcooked. He's that kind of guy. He'll flip the fuck out. Do you know who I am? Right? So he's a Karen. And that's what Karens do. Karens try to get people fired from working their registered job because their coupon is expired over a year ago. Right? That's what these people are doing. They're like, this guy called me fat. I'm going to strike his channel. Or even less egregious. I just don't like this guy. Therefore, I'm going to strike his channel. Right? Back in the day, my first like intro to YouTube was somebody trying to strike me because they just didn't like me. Right? T-Rex Travel says, this thing's broke containment when my normie sister mentioned it to me the other day. What the hell? That's wild. Yeah, PDH has been talking about it. Because PDH is friends with Chrissy. To be Yellow Flash, we're all friends with Chrissy. So this is like, this has gotten way worse than you ever could have imagined. Right? T-Rex, I love you.
And that's what's been happening, whether the channel that instigated this did it themselves or just started a fury of false flagging. It's happening. I saw a channel today. So,
and that's the thing, right? We talked about allegedly, and you watch all these videos, you see the email. I think I know what happened there, but it doesn't matter because of the statements that Jeremy made about having the power to take it down, threatening to take it out, all that stuff. So regardless of whether he actually pushed the button or it was somebody that he told to, basically, it's like that's what happened. And until we're honest about that, until he's honest about that, and until he does something to try to make it right, get a contact at YouTube to help, whatever it might be, there is nothing else. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. And so it's for those that might be confused, there's a lot of stuff out there.
If you might be confused, it's because you're not spending every moment on the internet. So you should be very thankful for that.
Yes. But I see someone in the chat that apparently got ignored the other day, Brittany Venti. You should check some of her content out because she's been on point with covering it. But bottom line here is,
that's one of the worst things about this whole situation is, okay, take it as you will, her reading the super chats, not pushing back even a little on Melonie, right? Take that as you will and take that any way you would like. But the not letting Venti on, but saying publicly that she's welcome to come on and then lying, like straight up lying about it, that's fucked. Just say you can't come on. That would go over well. Or I shouldn't say well, it would go over better. If Chrissy comes out and she's like, hey, Venti, I know there's this big thing going on and you're involved in it kind of, so I'm not going to ambush Melonie. So I'm not going to let you on right now, but we can schedule a show for you to come on later. Right? If you would have said that, that would have been direct. Now, will people have liked it? No. But it wouldn't have been fucking straight up lying. And people dislike that more because they're going to find out. If you lied, they're going to find out. Right? This is how it operates, right? So, yeah. Rain Nation, congrats on hitting Negative Snake in record time. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Rain Nation. We did. We killed Negative Snake already. Thank you, guys. It might be a fight milk night. Thank you for the 2,000 kicks from Mr. Taco and Rene Galarza. Thank you guys so much. I know I've already read them, but I still love you and I appreciate you. And we got Tommy the Cat is now second in gifted subs. Old School and Me's Knees is third. And Conspiracy of Everything is number one. Number one. Thank you for all the gifted subs, guys. I really appreciate you guys supporting your boy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Jeff, and I saw you said that, me and you and Chrissy and Steph, we all hung out in Phoenix last year, right? Yeah, it was, and we had a good time, right? That's why there was a lot of leeway there, because when you're friends with somebody, you don't want to see them die, so that's why I was messaging Chrissy and I was like, hey, come on my show. Here's what's going on. Here's what we should do. Here's how to fix this, right? That's the most important thing. Oh yeah. Anyways. Beep, 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 beep. Original Goal says stop helping Chrissy. What do you do you have the stream muted? I feel like a lot of people that say things like you're sleeping for, I'm literally scathing. I'm being almost completely negative. Is this one of those things? Are we going back to 2024 again to where I have to say, I hope Chrissy just dies in a ball of flames horribly for it to not be fucking sweeping or something? She needs to pay with blood. No, brother, what the fuck are we talking about? It's so weird. You guys are wild. You're too wild, Ghoul. You're too wild, Ghoul.
if the chat is overwhelmingly demanding something,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're not caught up on it, don't dismiss that. Don't dismiss it. Try to figure out what's going on. And right now, based on what we've seen, there's a clip from the Camelot live stream from a few weeks ago where Chrissy was in the live chat when Camelot gave her the high level talking points of kind of what was going on with the quartering. You know, like it's there. And then the whole thing with Brittany Venti, I don't know the specifics on Brittany. The whole chat was screaming, bring Venti on Chrissy and Melonie's stream. It was fucking awesome. It felt like the Attitude Era. It felt like people are calling for Stone Cold fucking Steve Austin, man. It was.
Oh, Venti just from the top ropes, brother. Taco with 1,000 kicks says I was going to make an Impala versus Marauder joke, but it seemed the comments are still retarded. Nothing but love, man. Thank you, Taco, for your 1,000 kicks. I love you. Original Goal responds. He says, you just told her what to say. No, don't wish her death. But you said, Chrissy, did you wish her? Yeah. Okay, so let me reiterate it and like re-explain it. And I understand that a lot of people are parasocially attached to this through an entertainment value source. And I totally understand. Chrissy is my friend. I don't know if she considers me a friend now after yesterday, but Chrissy's a friend in real life. So when your friend fucks up, you want to be like, hey, you fucked up, which is what I said. Let's try to fix it. Come on my show, take your lumps. I'm going to ask you some hard questions, and maybe you can get a little respect back and, benefit from it. That's the point. If somebody that I know in real life just fucks up on the internet, I don't brutally hate them. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually more indifferent. Right. But like when it's your friend, you're like, okay, look, you fucked up. Let's see if we can figure this out. Right. And if we can't figure it out, we can't figure it out. Right. That's my point. Anyway, fan says the biggest issue is that Chrissy keeps lying, gaslighting, dismissing everyone, and Jer is a flag. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Anime Cam. 500 kicks. Yeah, you're right. That's the biggest deal is there's still a lot of this rhetoric of I don't know. Right. Oh, I didn't know. I don't care how many times you say it. I don't care how many times you say it. It doesn't just make it true for people. Well, I didn't know. Well, that's why people are calling you a liar, because how can you not know, right? And a lot of people feel that way. I feel that way. Jeremy feels that way, right? But is it entirely possible? Is there a chance that she literally just didn't know? Everything she watched, she did it on mute, right? Is there a chance? Sure. Here's the issue. Repeating it over and over, it doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. That's kind of the whole deal here. And like Chrissy's still in, or I don't know if she is now, but earlier she was in replies, just really playing down the situation really hard. And I'm like, bro, you're going to piss people off doing this. Right? There's this like constant weird thing amongst people that can't denounce Jeremy for some weird reason, or denounce Melonie or confront anybody about any of this. And I'm not saying you should. I'm saying you should ask questions. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's this weird cope, and I don't like using the word cope, but there's this weird cope where they just flail and say it's not a big deal. Therefore, it's not a big deal anymore. But that doesn't work, because it being a big deal isn't up to you. It's up to everybody else. And this is a fucking big deal. So being like, it's not a big deal, we're not going to win. Right? Mitch Rap BW becomes a sub on Kick. Oh. Thank you, buddy. All right. Thank you, Roy. Roy. Big shout out to Jeff on the road for his pink boy. We love you, Jeff. We appreciate you, brother. You're a man. You're a man. Thank you. All right. I love how I say that as I see Jeff's chat pop up. No need to hype it. I'm literally like, Jeff, you're the man. I love you. And I see it. Read it. Don't hype it. Oh, I don't love you anymore, Jeff. I'll take it back. I apologize. Jeff, why am I not allowed to love you? Accept my love, Jeff. Don't fight it, Jeff. Thank you. Reagan I says, I don't know how this drama keeps getting I don't know how it keeps on dramaing, but goddamn, you ain't lying, brother. Thank you, Rick. And PS2 Chopper with 10 gifted memberships. No more bees till I get a shout out, Sean. How about you eat my ass? Thank you, Rick. The PS2 Chopper 10 gifted memberships. I love you, buddy. I love you. I love you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate you. That puts us at memberships. We are at, oh my God, brother. We're at 26 memberships now total. I think the record's 189. I might be wrong. It might be higher. I need to look. Thank you, man. Love you, buddy. All right, let's continue. Jeff.
Was like venti. And Chrissy apparently said on that stream, she's like, well, I've tried to reach out to her and I haven't heard anything. And that's not quite what was going on from what I understand. I don't know all the details of that, but I know Brittany.
Wait.
To figure out what's going on stream. It was fucking awesome. It felt like the Attitude Era. It felt honest. And shockingly enough, Gary, I was told that everybody on Friday Night Tights was all on the same page and we had talking orders from you, but apparently this proves that's not the case.
I was told we were supposed to bring our brooms today. That's what I was told.
Yeah. Well, they all got stolen on the set of
I was gonna say that.
I can't like it more than once. Like the show, thank you. Like the show. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button, please. So yeah, Venti did not get to go on the show. Venti was messaging Chrissy and yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious what happened there. From my understanding, Chrissy did not want to ambush Melonie. That's what my understanding is. Chrissy didn't see it. No, she did. Right? She really did. So it's unfortunate. Now I understand though. Now look, I understand that thought process. But you got to say it, right? You got to be like, look, Brittany, you can't come on because I don't want to ambush Melonie Mac. That's what you got to say. You can't be like, oh, I didn't see it because that ain't going to work. So anyways, 500 kicks from Hot Fart Fernando. Nobody brings up that Chrissy and her husband has been accused of flagging. Somebody else said that earlier. I don't know anything about that, but somebody else did say that earlier. But I have no idea of any of that. Ray 2 says, why does everyone handle Melonie with kid gloves? I don't know. I didn't. When Melonie was on my show, I was pushing back against her religious beliefs. Like not, I'm not like some extreme atheist or something. I'm just kind of not really spiritual. But I was asking like really, because she was way more devout, like kind of overtly like Christian, and like had a lot of the quirks that a lot of Christians that normally modern Christians don't have, like a lot of weird quirks. So I pushed back on them and I was like, yeah, it's kind of bullshit. You think? I think it's bullshit. And we had a good discussion. I went pretty hard on her. And then she came on again later. So I mean, it was fun. I don't know. This situation is a little different though, So I don't know. Thank you, Rudy, too. Love you, buddy. Matt Sicilian says, I don't know how any of you can be friends with Jeremy, who gave CP makers help hiding their CP. That video still up. I agree, Mad. So here's the thing, Mad Sicilian. Anyone defending Jeremy, I just assume they're Jeremy on an alt. But people on X that are defending Jeremy, you can post videos of him doing weird shit, like at Ren Fair or earlier or somewhere else, or like licking his lips or talking about Sydney Watson's feet and all this weird shit. And they just say, huh, blocked. They just block you. They don't even defend it. They just block your ass. And I'm like, okay, so you don't care. And that's fine. Just say you don't care. Just say you don't care he does these weird things. Just say it. It's not name that shit. Anyways.
Wasn't me. It's been a great month for like the horseshoe theorists, though. Like we did the whole EFAP Utterly Noah Anthony Grimoglia thing a few weeks ago, and then basically the same situation happens, but nominally on the other side. And it turns out that when people are very, very convinced, or at least like to convince you that they are convinced that they are on the side of the good and the righteous, they can justify all kinds of bad behavior, and they will justify all kinds of bad behavior because they believe they've got God on their side or that they're standing up for anti-racism. Turns out the bad behavior is just bad behavior. It's not that much more complicated than that. So a little bit of accountability all around is generally a good thing.
And that is why people are so frustrated when Melonie compares she compares Jeremy TheQuartering to Jesus. I have heard her say this twice now. And bro, you can't be saying that shit. You can't be saying that shit. Come on. She like that's her like one of her outs is they keep making up rumors just like they did with Jesus. And I'm like, but Jeremy is a little bit more overweight than Jesus. I would say Jeremy is definitely not having to worry about his next meal like Jesus did. You know? She what comparing Jesus? Yeah, brother. Yeah. Yeah. She straight up compared Jeremy to Jesus on the stream with Chrissy. Hey, shit, how did Chrissy not say something then? Like, how is she not like, hold on, let's not compare Jeremy's John ass to Jesus. That's weird. So what she should have said. Just anything. Jeremy Hamby says she's old, she's empty. She's an empty egg card. Okay, I got it. I'm stupid. There shouldn't be, you should have had a third one. She's old, she's tattoos, she's an empty egg carton. That made sense. You failed me, Hambeast. You failed me. I'm also covered in tattoos. The Taco Lunchable says Melonie isn't Christian. I was born Catholic. Her version of faith is pure grift. And I think a lot of people are starting to say that now. Thanks for the 1,000, by the way, Taco. I think a lot of people are starting to say that. Whether it's true or not, it's no longer up to her, right? It's kind of seems like it's whatever. By the way, weekly top kickers. Taco is now the top dog of all time. Taco is the top kicker of all time. What's up, brother? Jared died on the toilet for our sins. Oh my god, we're almost to 1,000 likes, bro. We just started. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah. And I'll say this, and I can only speak for myself, and I think I can reflect the rest of the panel here, though. I'm not mad at Chrissy. I'm just like, this whole thing is just unfortunate. An unfortunate set of circumstances that has hit a level that is a point where, like, Gary doesn't like to talk about this shit on his show, but here we are. We're having to deal with it because it's unavoidable at this point in time.
It's for the chat, you know, like the chat deserves to know how we feel about it, how we feel about the connections to it. So it is for the chat to.
Yeah, and it's like ultimately, I'm not saying I know exactly what was going on, what Chrissy knew, when she knew it, when she didn't. I don't have all of those answers. I have guesses and stuff like that, and apparently she's going to talk about it on Sunday on her channel. But ultimately, when your job is on the internet, and when talking about people and things on the internet is your job, it is your responsibility to stay up to date on some of this stuff. And if you're going to have someone like Melonie, and this is not like, you said you're not mad at her, Jeremy. I'm not mad at all. But it's like, if you're going to have, you know, somebody who's in the middle of something big, and that's what's going on with Melonie right now, obviously, you have to be aware of that. And you have to know that your audience is going to ask things or want to know things. And you have to make a decision of how you're going to handle it, whether you're going to address it, whether you're not going to, or what's going to happen. That's all part of our jobs. And being YouTubers or whatever, it comes with a lot of perks and a lot of awesome things. We can work from home, all this stuff, but it also comes with it. Like, you have to be aware of your audience and what they're going to feel about shit. You know,
I was driving in a car yesterday and I was talking about this exact same thing. I was like, this is your job. This is our job. This is what we do. You're an interviewer. You have to interview, right? You can't just be like, oh, I don't know any of the lore about the person that I'm interviewing. You know what I'm saying? It's our job. You're unless you were to convey the point that you're not a podcaster, you're just a person, I guess. You're not an interviewer. You're not somebody trying to get down to the nitty gritty. You're just kind of having a good time, I guess. You know what I'm saying? T-Rex. When Mel said Jesus would support censorship and also low-key compared Jeremy to Jesus, she lost all credibility in my mind and is now a Bible grifter, in my opinion. Well, I think a lot of that goes through the fact that, like somebody on the panel said earlier, I think it was Platoon, said that people that think they have like morality on their side and if that morality is based in like religion, then no matter what they do, they can't really do anything wrong, right? So, Marin says, "I get that she is your friend, but she wasn't ignorant. She was sweeping on purpose." No, I agree. I think we all kind of understand that, right? But what I'm saying is, Maron, is I'm saying if we have to accept that truth that she is just completely ignorant to all of this, we also have to accept the fact, and this is going to sound really shitty, and I'm not trying to make it sound shitty, but there's no other way to say it. If we have to accept that you had no idea any of this was happening, and your job is online, and your job is being a podcaster, and your job is being an interviewer in this space, okay, then we have to either say, A, you're lying and you did know, or B, you didn't know and you're real bad at your job. Both of these things suck, right? Neither of these things are good, but you got to go one way or the other. I did not know, therefore I'm bad at my job. Or A, I did know and I lied. Those are your two options, neither of which is good. The third better option is tell the truth. Right? Tell the truth. You know? If she didn't know to begin with, I really doubt she would have fumbled on the rebound as badly as she did. It betrays the fact that she's trying to strategize in real time and not really feeling. Yeah. It goes hand in hand with it. Fu Manchu, Melly Mac 100% gave Jurta. Fu Manchu, come on, brother. Come on, man. Crazy Sharp says, like I told you, I consider Jer a friend and I'm roasting him relentlessly. You saw the picture. You're doing the same for Chrissy. Thank you, Crazy Sharp. I appreciate that. I agree. Sean says, morality justifies heinous acts. Where have I heard that before? We got to kill him for the greater good. Yeah. Chai T says, Mel is the Christian that that gives others a bad rap. I don't think it does not behoove her to be a public person in that with also the religion, right? Because here's the biggest shit. You are willingly getting paid and a co-host to Jeremy Hambly, and Jeremy Hambly is just a molten terrible pile of shit when it comes to a human. Like if people could get turned into their counterpart, you know, what would you be turned into? If somebody could shoot you with a laser gun and it turns you into like a physical counterpart, like an animal or an inanimate object that personifies you, what would you be? Right? If I shot Blabs from Side Scroller Podcast, if I shot Blabs, she'd turn into like a little puppy golden retriever that eats Legos. Right? That's how I see Blabs in real life. She's like a little silly puppy. You know? If you shoot Jeremy with that, he turns into a pile of shit. Like just diarrhea. That is him as a person. He's literally just shit. Right? Blabs, no. Oh my God. Ketsu can't tell if it's sad or funny that Jared might genuinely pass away on the toilet, Elvis style. I think that would be a way to go for sure. Not Jeremy Hamley says Jared has had many women and has never had skid marks. The Walmart story's a lie. I swear for real, Mel acts like she's the arbiter of Christianity, as a Belmont once said. Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind needs a savior such as you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I swear for real. Cass says those girls are heretics. They said Jesus turned water into wine, so it's okay to be blackout drunk, and Jesus was probably a drunk too. Yeah, dude. There's always like these convenient rules to sidestep sin. You know? It's like, oh, you can just put it in my booty. We're totally fine, brother. That's actually totally fine in the Bible. It says it right here. As long as you fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's true. Dizzy, can you start over? I was a little late. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you know, he's welcome to the show, everybody. Nick Rose, Jesus turned water into wine. Jared turns beer into poopy pants. Did you see in the intro, Jeremy says that if he eats healthy, he gets uncontrollable diarrhea? Well, that's unfortunately coincident or convenient, right? I can't be not fat. I'll get diarrhea. It'll be terrible. I don't want diarrhea. Royal Wee says, is there any bad blood between you and Geeks Gamers? Not that I know of. No. Thank you. I like everybody on this panel. I think legitimately every single person on here. I don't know Shads. I think Shad's like the only person I haven't talked to on here, but I've talked to everyone else on here. I think everybody on here has been on my show with the exception of Platoon and Real Life Wizard. Thank you, Roy. Jeremy Hambly is a fuck, Mary, kill, Melonie, Mac, Hannah B, Chrissy Mayr. Oh, come on, brother. Are we doing that right now? Are we doing that right now? Sweet Fiber. What a dummy. Yeah, exactly. Are we doing that right now? Man. You can't put me on the spot. This is a serious show. Okay? This is a serious show. FMK. In this order, Chrissy, Hannah, Melonie. There you go. You feel better now? The Devil's Advocate says Melonie Mac as Zion as Rev Jesse Jackson. Oh, as Christian as Rev Jesse Jackson. Oh. Maverick. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, Advocate. Maverick says Jeremy is probably passed on the toilet somewhere with a pack of Pokemon cards in one hand and an empty bottle of vodka in the other. Damn, brother. Damn, brother. You're probably right. Richard says if you were shot, you would turn into a straight man. Okay, all right, whatever. Okay. Mario Trujillo says for non-believer, your outlook is more Christian than the so-called right wingers. Just broke 100-pound on bench. Hell yeah, late month. Hope you make full plates by the end of the year. Hell yeah. Thanks for the laws. Congratulations, Mario. Keep pushing, brother, and I'm proud of you. And Jeff on the road with a fat, delicious red boy. My beautiful man says I paid for the tab for the entire table. Yes, dude, I appreciate you, man. You always been good to us. 10 people when we were all hanging out in Channel last year at the Phoenix race and our boring comedy show. Oh, she was the only one that didn't say thanks. Sketchy vibes from the moment I met her. For what it's worth. Damn, Jeff, with the secrets. Thank you, Jeff. I will say, Jeff. By the way, I love you, buddy. Thank you for that. And also, I do appreciate you paying for dinner, and I appreciate you always treating everybody really, really good. You're a good dude. So I can't wait to see you again, hopefully in Phoenix. Anime Fork says Jer has eaten more bull gravy than Chrissy's cornstar guest on her show. Oh my God. 500 kicks. Thank you, brother. Taco Lunchables with 1,000 kicks says, in my opinion, if Elvis was on here, he'd either be preaching gospel like PPP used to, or would just say F it and play jam sessions on streams for cash. I'd probably be a sub, brother. We love Elvis. We love you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Let me make sure I got everybody. Taco with another 1,000 says Melonie isn't Christian. I was born Catholic. Her version of faith is pure grift. Oh, it is. It's hard to not say that nowadays, right? It really is. There's just two. Here's what I'll say. Drop everything else. If you're standing by and supporting Jeremy Hambly, no one's going to believe anything other than what everybody's saying. You know? Yeah, so. And then comparing him to Jesus. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Royal Wee says, fuck, Mary, kill, Godzilla, David Bowie, prom. Is that J-Lo? The J-Lo? What are you doing, Royal Wee? What is this? You're hijacking my show. I would marry Godzilla. Sex with David Bowie. And we can get rid of J-Lo. What's up? Jer is not a PDF, and he does not have a measly hog. Thank you, not Jeremy Emily. Joe at the Atmosphere. She's a comedian and mom as well as a streamer. Chrissy's biggest misstep was blowing off the chat. We are literally nothing without chat. Hell, Cody. I agree. Thank you so much, Joe's Atmosphere. Welcome back. Meredith says Chrissy needs to say she just was trying to protect a friend and didn't know how to handle the chat and make all the appropriate statements on false and stolen content. Yes, it's that easy. No, it isn't now. It isn't now. But it could have been. Thank you, Meredith. Rain says you're one of my few internet people. Keep doing you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you, Rain Nation. I'm trying, baby. All right. What is happening, guys? Wings, Jeremy Boogie. Oh yeah. I'd probably we're gonna F Wings, marry Boogie because he'll shower me with money and get rid of Jeremy, right? I think that's pretty obvious. I think Wings might be Might be a just monster in the sack. Anyways, let's move on. Thank you guys for all your kicks. I appreciate you. All their gifted subs. I really appreciate you guys. Let's continue. Thank you. And
you can't just
and Jeff, by the way, thank you, brother.
Ignore them or push off their concerns or say it's just leftist attacking Christians or nod your head along with somebody who's saying it's just leftist attacking Christians when I feel like that's not the case.
And I'll say this, in the event, because of the subject matter that we're talking about, in the event this stream goes away, we're on Rumble.
We're on Rumble.
We're on Rumble.
Like, what would here's a good point. I know it's a joke. What if this stream did get struck? What if Nerdrotic got a strike on his channel for bullying and harassment because Jeremy or somebody close to Jeremy, like the Bull, struck this stream? What would Chrissy think then? Would Chrissy know now? Would Chrissy be like, this is fucked up? You know what I'm saying? That's an issue. That's an issue. Thank you. Magna Norris says, long time, Cam. Did something happen? Lamau. Magna Norris. It's all burning down, brother. I've had text from people that I haven't talked to in years that are like not internet people, that are friends or mutual friends, be like, bro, I've seen what you're talking about with that quartering. I'm like, what the fuck? What? You've been watching that? One of my buddies at the gym. Well, I shouldn't say buddies. Yeah, I should say buddies. We're not like super close, but we've talked to each other for years. He like walked up to me and was like, bro, I've been watching your quartering shit. It's crazy. I'm like, oh no, it's weird. Cool. Fire PA says, say no to trad e-girls. Have we learned nothing? All right. Thank you, buddy.
And honestly, as much as that might feel like a meme, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy to put that out there. And that is why the situation is so bad. This is not just a coincidence right now. Some weird shit is going on. And the person that put all of that negative energy out in the internet has failed to address it in the same way. The same way he put that negative energy out there, he has failed to address it with that same energy. And that has created a fucking firestorm right now.
The Streisand effect, we've talked about it a lot. And listen, when your brand is based on criticizing things, all things, you need to be able to take it no matter what. It's not like we don't have channels and detractors. I wouldn't dream of stopping them. Go ahead. You deserve your say. Everybody deserves their say on this platform. And that's why false flagging is like snitching in prison. It's just something you don't fucking do. And Kino Casino, their clip channel needs to be restored now. And I talked to Worski briefly about it. He said he doesn't have much hope, but I hope it's returned because, for one, his editor got all the money from it. Their editors got all the money.
And this is the big deal. It's taking somebody's livelihood away. That's what Karens do. I want to bring up a tweet real quick. I'm going to pause because I want to bring up this Melonie Mac tweet. And this is kind of the rhetoric that's happening right now that's really frustrating people. And I'm going to tell you why it's frustrating people. So she tweeted this very recently, today, like an hour ago. She said, liars cannot be reasoned with. That's why it's so much better to keep living life and not pay attention to any of these people. You will never win if you try to negotiate with a liar. People are bored. Go do something IRL. The internet isn't real. She's literally almost verbatim just repeating the same stupid shit that Jeremy says. Go touch grass. Do something in real life. And it's coming from a place of extreme narcissism every time they say these things. They just assume anybody that's frustrated at their legitimate fuck-ups just don't have real lives like them. They're not attractive like them. They don't have their head screwed on straight like them. They don't have everything figured out like them. They're not good Christians like them. Everything's about how great they are and how terrible everybody else is. We're all fucking degenerate scum. Ignore all the evidence to paint them that way, though. Oh, let's just ignore all that shit. Even the video, fuck it, not real, right? Completely not real. All of us are just terminally online psychos. That's what it is. We're all crazy. We're crazy for noticing, right? Liars, right? Liars. So Melonie's implying people right here are the people that posted Jeremy's own words His own videos of him harassing women and doing crazy fucking weird stuff, aiming the camera at a 10-year-old girl when they're asking in chat to see her ass. His own chat calling him a pedo. I mean, like, what are you doing? Why are you harassing people? This is very strange. Okay. That's a lie? That's a lie? What do you mean that's a lie? That's a video, right? It would be different if it was a 30. Look, I'm not going to pretend like I don't understand how the internet works. If there's a 30-second video and it's Jeremy's face and he's like, I'll put a baby in you, and then it goes off, yeah, that probably could be out of context. But if there's a 4-hour video or 3-hour video of him walking around saying, I'm on Thought Patrol looking for hot bitches to film against their will. Oh, this isn't creepy. I'll just tell the cops you guys super chatted me to point my camera at girls' asses and look at, you know what I'm saying? And say weird shit. He asked this one guy where the brothel was. And the guy was like, don't know. He was like one of the actors at the Ren Fair. And he was obviously like creeped out because this big, fat, disgusting, sweaty dude with a flannel shirt on came up to him. Where's the brothel? Oh, I want to fuck women's right now. And that guy was like, what the fuck is this dude doing? So, like, are we to say that all the videos they're all lies? The over hour of video footage alone in June the King's documentary, that's all just fake? Like AI, I guess? What is this? You know? Exactly. IXB. Exactly. I mean, that happens all the time in the video. He goes to get a drink and he like films the girl's tits and that's pouring him drinks and stuff. Right? Now, look, there's a easy way out of this. Hey, guys, look, quartering here, and a video is being passed around of me, frankly, being creepy at a Ren Fair. This video is from 5 years ago. I am not that person anymore. It's very embarrassing to see that video and see my behavior in it. It's really gross. But I've grown as a person. I've found religion, and I'm not like that anymore. And it's, I feel a lot of shame that exists. And I work every day to separate myself and be a better person. That's what you say. Will it make everything good for everybody? No. But you're saying, hey, yeah, that's me, and that's fucked up, right? What did Jeremy do? What did Jeremy do? He quote tweeted my tweet about it and said, LOL, I was waiting for the big own, but this is just normal behavior. All men do this. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't follow women around. I have never wanted to follow women around filming them. I've never wanted to do this. Has anybody in the chat ever wanted to film women and children and be like, I'm gonna put a baby in you. I'm gonna put a baby in you. I'm gonna put a baby in all of you. I'm gonna fuck all of you. Do you guys in chat do that? I don't. Think that's kind of weird. It's kind of gross. Just look at the flowers, Jeremy. Just look at the flowers. Just look at the flowers. Oh my gosh. Jesus, there's so many super chats, guys. Let's be real. The only people who believe anything Melonie says at this point want to put their... I think that's every girl, though. But yeah, sure. Random unbreaded commenter says, Jared got owned, Corona kicked off YouTube, 0 strikes. I read something about that today. I need to look into that. Send me a post if you can on X about it. Because I was out all day today on my phone trying to keep up with everything. The Royal We, you ever gambled? I'll be in Cali next week on the Tribal Grounds. I thought I'd give some Black Dragon roulette. $500. Hell yeah. I spent $500 at the roulette wheel in Sonoro on a Indian reservation. I don't know, 5 times ago when I was in California. Thank you, Royal We. Maverick Cuba says, I still feel bad for my butterfly effect joke I sent Chrissy about her dad getting killed, leading to Nick hooking up with Aaron, them getting hooked on blow, and eventually you sent it to jail. I saw that, and I was like, ooh, come on, Maverick. Oh, no. And you could tell she didn't like that. That sucked. Thank you, Maverick. But you did apologize, but I don't think she cared. Curtis says, if we lose trust in the channel and the host, then we won't watch. Chrissy's on the edge of losing our trust permanently. Jeremy has lost her trust. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, man. Rude Toot says Melanie Mac's a 40-year-old e-girl. Yes, she is. To be fair to Melonie, she did a great job not looking like 40. You know, did a pretty good job. I don't know how she did it. She did a pretty good job. I think she has the genetics, you know, to just like stay pretty youthful looking. Michael Gonzalez says Melanie Mac is a fake Christian. She constantly uses God's name as a meat shield to excuse her bad behavior. I didn't even know about her comparing the quarter pounder to Jesus. That's not Christian. Yeah, I think I recognize the pattern too. It is exactly what Jeremy does. Like Jeremy when Jeremy was really getting dogpiled the other day, he invoked the name of Charlie Kirk and was like, thank God for Charlie Kirk for inspiring me to find Jesus. And I'm like, are you really using a dead man to score points right now because you're catching heat? Are we really doing that, guys? Thank you, Michael. Fire PA says, okay, Mel claiming Jared's live stream for pre-AI internet is wild. She's best look in the mirror because her words condemn herself. Well, now, look, she never said it was AI, but she says they're rumors and they're fake. And when you know, kind of confronted with any of this stuff, she just says it's rumors or fake. And I'm like, but the videos though. And she also put herself in a box. Here's what I would have done if I was interviewing Melonie. And keep in mind, I wouldn't rip her apart. I wouldn't be screaming at her, right? Because I want to hear answers, because you can't get answers if you're doing that. But she's going to be like, well, the video is 5 years old. That's what she's going to say, 100%. And I would say, okay, you're right. It is 5 years old. Why did Jeremy say it's completely normal behavior that every man does just 4 days ago on Twitter? Why do you say that? And do you support that? Because he currently thinks that's normal behavior to follow women and children around, filming them. What do you think? That's what you say. That's what Chrissy, because she said that on Chrissy's show. That should have been the first thing Chrissy said. Then why did he tweet this? But Chrissy didn't know. Right? Garbage takes. Her faith is the string Jerry uses to puppeteer. Oh my God. I like really pictured that, man. It's a good visual for some reason.
And this would have gone away by now if these things didn't happen. If it was Casino's channel getting struck down after Jeremy Hambly publicly and privately, and then it became publicly, stated he was going to do that. So it doesn't really matter what happened. The internet is going to perceive that Jeremy did it, and it's up to Jeremy Hambly to clear his name convincingly, which he hasn't done yet.
Nope.
And now this shit is at my door, which I don't appreciate at all. And neither do my co-hosts, but we will be happy.
I do
to talk about.
I appreciate it. I'm totally fine with it. Like, so.
Well, PPP said last night that we were, we might just ignore it and talk about the next bad Marvel movie. We're going to talk about it and then talk about the next bad Marvel movie.
Hold on. We're still doing that.
We're not doing that. So,
so Gary with straight up dad energy is like, you brought your shit to my front door. Now I have to deal with it. It's funny. Richard says, describe your relationship using song lyrics. Jeremy, that's me in the corner. Jesus. All right.
Again, I would direct everyone to Chrissy's channel to see what she has to say. She's got some friends going on, including Brittany. If Brittany's in the chat, what's up? Hope you're doing good. And we'll see. And the thing is, to echo what Ryan says, if you want to be a content creator, you got to know what the fuck's going on. It's your job. We all do it. We all pay attention. And we choose our battles. I'm not going to get upset over everything I see. I'm not going to comment on everything I see, but this isn't normal drama. This isn't somebody calling Jeremy gay, which he is. But this is
Platoon is here.
Good Jer or bad Jer?
You don't.
I have to say, original goal. Hey, you're over on a different one. Doubt she'd let Camelot or Brittany on. Yeah. So I think, and like, I don't know for sure, but I've watched Brittany for years, and I'm pretty confident that Brittany is going to go pretty hard to get, because that's what she does, right? She wants to get to the bottom of the shit. She's going to fucking dig for it, right? And yeah, I don't know, man. It's starting to look a little bit like Christmas. No, it's starting to look a little bit like Brittany, or not Brittany, sorry. It's starting to look like Chrissy might be too afraid of confrontation. Because no matter what, it's going to be a tough conversation. At this point now, it's going to be way worse than it would have been like yesterday. It has still been tough yesterday, but it's going to be way worse now, right? Because now you have to answer directly to lying directly, and that's going to be rough. It's going to suck. No one likes it. Like I said, no one likes accountability. Let's be honest. Listen here, Maeve. You've watched Whitney for years. It's a creep move. Look, I've watched like 1 or 2 Whitney videos like once a year. Okay. And I've watched all of her Jeremy content because, like, she's got inside deeds. Listen here, okay? Right. Calm down, okay? All right. Did you know Jeremy said he wants to put babies in her over and over? It's pretty gross, right? Make sure you guys like the stream. We're 100 away from 1,000 likes. Get on it, doggone it.
Don't have to be mean to Platoon, okay?
It's one of the rare times we've actually been seen together at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
let me say this about one thing. Shout out to Chrissy for one thing. Leaving the stream public and leaving the chat up.
Yep.
That's something Jeremy Hambly cannot say because he never fucking does it. And Chrissy, you should be angry at Hambly for the fact that all of that energy came to your chat because he has silenced every fucking critic from his chat on Rumble and YouTube. So the reason that they bombarded you is because he has silenced them in his chat. So they came there because they don't have a voice to say it any other place that Melonie is on his streams. So that's why they came to your chat. So if you want to be mad at anybody, don't be mad at the casino. Don't be mad at the chat. Be mad at Hambly for pushing all of that negative energy towards you because he has banned every fucking body from saying anything. Even super chatters get banned for asking him how his weekend was. It's fucking crazy.
Well, they have interesting names though sometimes.
A guy named Weekend Enjoyer got banned the other day. His name is just Weekend Enjoyer. Oh my God. Shout out to all the gifted subs today, by the way. We've already hit the required for partners, so I appreciate you guys. If you're not a sub, become a sub and get this beautiful emoji. You ready? I just posted it. You see it? It's Jeremy touching grass. I made it myself. I actually made all these myself. Tiny One Badger, like 10 years ago, drew most of them, but I made them all like animated and stuff. Look at them. I made them moving. Look at the one. I made this one. I found the Google image that said fat, and I made it jiggle. I'm so wise beyond my years. Oh, is that a Red Bull? Jeff on the road. Yeah. Where are the Gunner emotes? I'll make one happen. Make sure you guys spread the bees around, all right? Jeff on the road says Cody's giving a masterclass on how to deal with bullshit drama online and otherwise, especially on YouTube. P.S. Send me a tag. Oh, you got it, brother. You got it. Thank you, Jeff on the road. I appreciate you so much, man. Shout out, dude. Love you, buddy. What a good man. What a good man you are. Yes. T-Rex says, I was also inspired by Charlie death to return to church. Difference is I go in person 95% of the time. I don't use my fate as a show. Yeah, you don't tell people, T-Rex, right? Okay, here's the thing, T-Rex. Somebody walks up to you and they're like, why did you slap that old lady? And you're like, what? And they're like, T-Rex, why'd you slap the old lady? And you're be like, Charlie Kirk inspired me to get into Christianity. And then you walk away. You'd be like, they would be like, what the fuck, T-Rex? Are you crazy? You know? Shout out to Jeff on the road, by the way. 2 red boys. Hell yeah, we were there. We love you, buddy. Magna Norse says, I'm confused because I don't usually follow drama, but it looked like Chrissy got caught in between poop throwing contest. Did she say something? Well, she didn't say enough is probably what it boils down to. But Chrissy, I think either intentionally or unintentionally inserted herself into probably the most high profile, mess that has happened on the internet in a long time. Probably the highest profile thing I think I can remember ever. Like it's been trending for over a month. I've never seen anything like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's Chrissy brought on Melonie Mack, who is directly in the middle of all this. She's the female portion of it. There's Jeremy Hambly. He's number 1. Melonie Mack's number 2. She's directly related. and Chrissy brought her on. And then everybody was in the chat. You know, Chrissy gets like 100 concurrent, I think, on average, or 200. I might be wrong, and I don't mean to shit on her. If she's, I mean, that's a lot. Fuck, you know, it's not a little, but I don't know. I haven't looked. But she had like 1,000 viewers that night, and the chat was rolling. You know, so to say she doesn't know, it's a little silly. Since Ricada dollar cost. Yeah, since Nick, and this is bigger than that. You know. Random on Brady Connor says Cynthia undid a current post, no clue who they are. Thank you, buddy. I'll check it out. Love you, buddy.
You could probably extend some of the anger to Melonie Mac as well, though, in the sense that she knew she was caught up in this drama.
Yeah.
She's been in it for weeks. She agreed to go on the stream. So in the best case scenario, Chrissy invited her on not knowing what was happening, and Melonie Mac didn't tell her what was happening, which is a shit thing to do to a friend.
Just to be clear, Platoon, I know what you meant, but when you say send some of your anger that way, you're not directing anyone to go to her channel or anything like that.
No.
You're just saying in general.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to, why not give your friend the heads up that the shitstorm's out there? Why not? Like, I don't know. I just think that's dishonorable. It's totally dishonorable.
Yeah. Just a heads up. You might catch
a lot of that on YouTube, unfortunately.
Yeah, be careful. Like, I'm just gonna say, if you have fake wizard on your stream, be very careful on who you have on next. Right?
I mean, he did join the cast last week.
I'm so sorry.
Oh shit.
Now, hey, and I just want to put this out there too, because you know, again, stealing content, false flagging, all that's terrible. However, tomorrow, if you guys want to tune in to the Geeks and Gamers channel, I'm going to re-upload Gary's latest video, and I'm just going to introduce it and say, hey guys, what do you think about this? And then I'm gonna Gary's full fucking video.
You put the G&G logo all over it.
Yeah, it'll be the best viewed video in Geeks and Gamers history. So there you go.
Hey guys, this is wild. Tell me what you think.
That's transformative, right?
Yeah. What's the beard for?
What are the action figures for? There's so many.
Well, according to Rachel Leishman, I just buy them. I'm not a fan of any of this stuff at all.
What the hell?
As the boulder turns, as they say.
It turned back.
Well, how was everyone's weekend? Wait, no, we've already done that.
Genuinely asked people how were their weekend. They answered, and they all got banned for like genuinely asking the question that he answered his own.
My weekend was actually pretty good. How was yours?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing Jeremy didn't have a good weekend. Bad Jer, as
On a sabbatical.
calls him. How did you become good Jer?
I'm just not bad Jer. It's just by default. I'm just like a default create a character at this point.
No, I loved what you said.
Default wrestling profile.
Yeah.
I loved what you said yesterday. So if you haven't seen the clip, it's on Alyssa Clips and probably, I don't know, Geeks and Gamers too.
No, it's not. Yeah, Ryan won't let me upload that shit to Geeks and Gamers. I have to keep it on D-Day Cobra.
It was essentially respect the chat, don't ignore the chat. The chat is king. The chat is the reason you live stream.
Yeah.
And you have to acknowledge them. And it's one thing if it's one guy spamming the same thing over and over again. It's another thing when it's 99% of your chat or 100% in some cases. It has to be acknowledged. And let this be a lesson, I guess. So we'll find out what happens on Sunday. But I didn't think this was the place for Chrissy to talk about how she got into this, how she stepped in a nuclear situation, and I think that was something that she could do on her channel.
And hear her out, give her a chance.
Yeah,
I personally think, like, after hearing some of Camelot's responses on it, I think she should probably bring him on and help him. He's offered to guide her, so that's probably a good move for her if she was going to go on his show. All that. So
restore Kino Casinos.
Kino Cachinos. Dino Marino. Chino Marino.
Everything. I mean, the red is paid promotion. She saw it, right?
But she endorsed it. Longtime partner with Angel Studios. I didn't think we said anything.
All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. My weekend is FUBAR. It's 5 in the morning here, and I'm watching this guy called Camelot. What's up, buddy? How you doing? All right. Thank you again, Jeff. I want to pull up that clip that he was just referring to because it is very, very important. Very, very scathing. Scathing, I tell you, scathing. Big shout out to Time to Get second in gifted subs and Conspiracy of Everything, still the #1 sub gifter. Thank you, buddy. All right. Let me show you this clip right here because it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I'm going to be completely honest, dude. Because I saw this and I was pretty blown away. So here we go. Oh, man, it's 2 hours long. All right. Where are you, buddy? I know you're in here somewhere. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. There it is. All right. That's the response to it. I want the actual. There it is. Look at this video. This is wild. This is some wild shit right here.
Didn't know the chat is the single most important part of any live stream, and you always respect the chat. You always respect what the chat is saying. You don't disrespect the chat. You don't lie to the chat. You don't dismiss the chat. Hail to the people. Speed Force says Mel got destroyed last night in Chrissy's stream by the chat. I'm not even sure what you guys are talking about. I'm just gonna pretend that I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna spend 2 hours taking your money and pretending I have no idea what you're talking about. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay. So I'm just gonna pretend that I am oblivious. I'm just gonna pretend I want you guys just to keep sending me money. And so I could say, what are you guys talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. You mean there's drama with TheQuartering and he's apparently flagging channels? Oh, the oranges? What are the oranges for? How was my weekend? Well, why are you guys asking that? My weekend was great. I don't know what you were talking about. The most embarrassing thing I have seen in a long time.
Yeah, and I was reacting to it live, and that's exactly how I felt. You can go find it. My last stream, I was just like this the whole time, like just somebody would super chat a really good question, and I'd be like, okay, here we go. And then Chrissy would be like, do you support false flagging, Melonie? Also, how do you explain the leaked, URL email thing? And then Chrissy would read that and be like, I don't know what that means. Anyways, thanks. And move on to the next one. And I was like, no! What do you... Ask her! She's sitting right beside you. Ask her, please, Jesus. That's all people want. Ask her. Because here's the truth of the matter. Every person that has questions for Mr. Hambly are going to his chat, going to his videos, commenting, super chatting sometimes these questions, and he blocks all of them. He blocks everybody. And then you go to Melonie Max and she turns off comments for her video. So you have no recourse. So what do? Chrissy has Melonie on. Holy shit, here we go. We can super chat some questions. And then Chrissy was like, huh, thanks for the free money. That sucked. Because now all these people that are trying to get some answers, they still can't get them. And now they're more pissed, What's up, Mike? Oh, he deleted his message. Never mind. I just will tell him he's a bitch. Bing Frog says, hey, Cody, great appearance on Jack Show last night. Is there any way back for Chrissy? Should they drop her as a guest? Should FNT drop her? I don't know. It depends on how she moves forward, right? I'm not going to speak for those guys, but they're smart dudes, but I think if she fucking has a really good response, you know what would fix it? If she got Melonie back on again, like immediately tomorrow, and asked her all the fucking questions. That might bring it back. Now that's not going to happen, obviously. Because everybody was under the assumption that Melonie was going to be on there Sunday. Right? And I don't think that's happened. There's not a fucking reality where I think that's happening. Right? Because I'm not going to be like Chrissy. And Venti's not going to be like Chrissy in that situation. We're going to be like, why do you believe this, Melonie? And she's going to be like, because of this. And then we're going to have a screenshot or a message ready in the fucking chamber. Explain this then. This is the opposite of what you're saying. This is what you said 2 days ago. Here you go. What is this? And that's going to be every question and every answer to the question. Right? So, Fu Manchu, Melly Mac makes 100K from Jer. It ain't for two. Yeah. Yes, per stream. Yes. CM protecting what MM got paid for, not Jer. Yeah, no. I think a lot of people are saying that, Fu Manchu. And, money is a motivator for sure. Devil's Advocate says, respect the chat and tame the Mac. Good advice. Thank you, Devil's Advocate. Appreciate you, brother. Matt Grindle, what's up, buddy? I've never seen someone pull strands off of a stick of great value string cheese for 2 hours. Good job. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Here we go. This is the wrong video.
My goodness. So that was bad. And if you didn't pick up on the opening of my stream, this is what I was talking about. You always respect the chat. You never dismiss them, and you don't play stupid, because the chat will always win. All right? Chat will always win. That was an absolute beatdown last night to a level that I have not seen in a long time. And I got to call it like I see it. Absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable in every way possible. But yeah, that was something else, man. When the whole chat says, we want Venti, literally there was a point in the stream where the entire chat just said, we want Venti. And it went on for like 5 straight minutes. It was fucking wild. And I'm just sitting there going, how do you allow this to happen? Whatever, though. If you're going to play stupid on the internet's going to destroy you, okay?
Yeah, because what is the internet going to do, right? They're going to go find every single clip of you being involved in the thing you're saying you're not involved in. And it'll take them less than 30 minutes to do so, right? 30 minutes to do so. For example, what happened when Chrissy said she had no idea of any of this drama? What happened 30 minutes after that? What was going viral on X? The video of me telling Brittany what happened last week. Right? It was 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And I'll pull that up in a second. Matt North says, sounds like she was too ignorant to understand the situation, but doesn't excuse it. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It's not an excuse, right? Thank you, Magna Norris. I appreciate you. Jedsters says that was the last chance to grill Mel. Now she's snaked away and gets to hide forever from accountability. She'll avoid future streams from now on. And I think you're right. And it's people are angry because not only did it insult their intelligence, but it's a missed opportunity, right? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Ella Mutterboff. We know how Chrissy might escape this. For laughs, what do you think Melonie, in theory, would need to do to escape? Leak DMs? Proofy flag? Curious. What would Melonie need to do? Yeah, Melonie's going to need to leak the DMs of him crawling in her DMs, when he's drunk as fuck saying crazy shit. That'd absolve her pretty quick. I felt threatened and scared. He said he would attack me if I exposed him, so I stood beside him because I was afraid, and then show the DMs. Let me see what that booty do, co-host. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying those exist, but I'm saying they probably do. All right. They probably do. Okay. Here's this right here. I'm going to show you the clip. I'm going to show you the clip that D-Day Cobra was talking about today. This is the clip from last week when I was watching the Mudahar show and Chrissy was in my chat. And this is what people are spreading around to prove that she knew. Worse. He doesn't need to, but he just makes it worse. And he comes in with this fighting attitude. Like, bro, it's not that deep for me. I'm just having a good time, brother. You calm down. And I'm not letting you come on my show and start yelling racial slurs so I get my channel banned. Okay, sorry, we're not doing that. This is when TheQuartering came in my chat threatening, or I shouldn't say threatening, but he was coming in my chat demanding to come on my show. But he wanted to come on my show and fight me. I'm like, bro, fuck off. You can get. This is a serious show, Jeremy. Come on. He said, "Hello, mama today." That's awesome. That's awesome. No. But anyways, Chrissy, yeah. So Chrissy asked me in chat, what is going on? Like, what is the drama, basically? To give you a little bit of an idea, it's looking pretty conclusive. Now, it's not 100%, but it's looking pretty conclusive that Jeremy flagged some channels. The channels were removed. He then says he's going to take a break, and then he doesn't, and then he gets mad, and then he gets drunk, and then he tweets about it, and he makes things worse, and then more things come out, and then it kind of just rinses and repeats, and it's been doing that for weeks. So that's what's going on. But Mudahar made a video about it today, so that's how you know it's going wild. I'm sorry, Chrissy. Give me a there. So, and this happened like last week or 2 weeks ago, right? And this happening and Chrissy seeing it means that Chrissy definitely knows, right? And because the entire defense is Chrissy had no idea of any of this stuff, but people were finding clips in 2 seconds that she did. That was my point. By the way, isn't it crazy how the nuke bomb is lining up with the nuke bomb in the background? They're two different nuke bombs, yet they are lined up as if there's just one nuke bomb. What luck? What luck? Yes, good show. Good show, jolly good show.
And this right here is a classic example. You could pretend that you don't know what's going on with this drama, but the internet knows better. And so when you disrespect the internet is going to go after you. But here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line of bottom lines. False flagging is bad for any content creator. False flagging is the single worst thing any content creator can do. When a content creator, regardless of how many subscribers they have, is promoting false flagging, especially a content creator that has built his entire following off of criticizing other people, you have to stand against that. Period.
Yeah, keep in mind that Jeremy's entire existence is shitting on other people. And then the first second somebody shits on him and calls him a cuck, he's flagging channels. That's gay. You know what that is? That's fat. That's gay. You see it in the chat? My emojis saying fat and gay. I would upload those to YouTube, but I'm pretty sure the gay one would not make it. I would get in trouble for that one probably on YouTube. He's fat. He's gay. If you are a subscriber on Kick, you get the fat and gay emojis. Become a subscriber today and be fat and gay as well. All right. Fat, gay, yeah, fat, gay, yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, the whole chat's just turning into fat and gays. Oh my God, here we go.
End of discussion. If there's no we all have our own opinions in this sphere of the internet. We all have our own opinions. We can all think what we want. We can praise whatever video games or movies or shows or politicians or takes. We can all have whatever opinion we want. But it is an unwritten rule among all creators that when someone has threatened to false flag another channel because that channel is being mean to them, everybody unifies against that person.
Just because they're being mean. Look, I've seen channels in the past, kind of in the earlier days of YouTube, not super early, but earlier days, there would be people that would either swat people or they would come to people's houses filming, like beating on their door or like doing weird shit, and they're getting their channel struck or something like that, or they're trying to get them killed unironically. You know what I'm saying? There's flagging and there's false flagging. False flagging is the bad, right? Now, obviously, you start getting where you're like in people's yards, filming their like kitchen window, throwing like bricks at their house, like that stuff gets a little different. But literally you're just being called a cuck or fat and you're flagging channels. That's a no-go. By the way, Dr. Fauci, thank you for the Dr. P. Fauci. Thank you for the corgi. Did anybody else see the corgi in the chat just walking? Or did I only see the corgi walking in chat? It's a giant corgi just walking on the chat. It's weird. YouTube's strange, brother. All right.
And when you decide to either A, defend that person, or B, act like you don't know what's going on, that's a serious fucking problem. And whatever happens from here, I promise you, last night was only the beginning. And it's only going to get significantly worse from here. And nobody is going to have sympathy. Simple as that. And I'll just say this, as far as like Melonie, I've never said anything bad about Melonie, but Melonie decided to block me on Twitter.
This is crazy. She hasn't blocked me. So this is wild.
I followed her. She followed me. I've had interactions with Melonie. I've hung out with Melonie. I've never said anything bad about Melonie publicly, and my chat can confirm this. You watch me every day. I've never said anything bad about Melonie Mac. So then she decided to soft block me on Twitter. And so at that point in time, I just took that as, all right, I see where you stand. Fine. Don't expect me to ever, say anything good about you ever again. So it is what it is. Sam Uri says, I missed it. Why is Mel disfavored? Because of Hambly? I mean, I think it's there's a various amount of reasons why people are kind of upset with Melonie Mac. I can only speak to the fact that she blocked me on Twitter for absolutely no reason. And I'm assuming the reason she blocked me is because of my opinions on Jeremy Hambly.
Which is funny because Melonie also says that she's not going to tell people who to be friends with, and people aren't going to tell her who she can be friends with. But also, she was angry at Craig for bringing Smash JT on Side Scrollers podcast, not even on the same episode as Melonie Mac. And she was mad at him for that. And I'm like, okay, so you don't follow your own rule? So you're allowed to say that you can't tell me who to be friends with, but you're allowed to tell me who to be friends with? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Right? And I think it's the hypocritical nature that is completely, for lack of a better phrase, destroyed her online reputation.
Which is the gayest thing in the world, for someone to get mad at someone else for having an opinion on someone else. It's just like, yeah, Quartering admitted to false flagging channels. Quartering should be called out for that. So, I mean, I guess that's it. Maybe she's mad that I'm also shouting out the Kino Casino. And if that's what she's upset about, let me just say this. If Melonie blocked me on Twitter because I have been promoting Kino Casino, I just want to apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. Hell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Real quick, let me hit some of these super chats, then we'll move back. So basically, they're gonna read super chats at the end of Friday Night Tights, and somebody asked if she's getting fired. And actually, Gary had a really interesting response. So I think that's important. We got to read Rudy Toots' fucking crash out chat. He said, guess you're not going to read my chat, but she's supporting the same thing that happened to her. Have a good one. Listen here, Rudy Toot. Okay. I missed your $1 chat earlier. I'm sorry. But don't be like Billy and freak the fuck out. Okay. Just say in chat, hey man, you missed my first super chat. And I'll be like, oh shit, cool. Let me go look at it. Don't be like Billy Hatcher in the chat. Billy sucks, Rudy Toot. You don't want to ascribe to be Billy. Billy is a nightmare. He looks like a Cenobot. Do you want to look like a Cenobot, Rudy Toot? No, you don't. You'll never get to have sex again. Now stop, Rudy Toot. You stop shitting with me, okay? Right? Or I'll fucking send you straight to the gulag with Billy. And then all you'll have is each other. And trust me, he's going to show you his fucking Steam Deck and his Ratchet and Clank games. And you're not going to be able to survive this. Damn, Rudy Toot. I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you. All right, let me find Rudy Toot. Thank you, buddy. He said, didn't MM get stalked and grifted on? Melonie Mac get stalked and grifted on? I don't know old Melonie Mac lore, Rudy Toot. I'm gonna be honest. The Steam Deck. I don't know old Melonie Mac lore, so I can't tell you. I do know that I saw her on my GameStop TV when I was working at GameStop. Manor North says, "Fuck, okay. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Yeah, dude. I know how you feel, brother. You're responding to the video clip, yeah, of my stream." Curtis D. Montana says, "Chrissy and Melonie had a girl power moment." Yeah. We know how Chrissy might escape this for laughs. Oh, what Melonie do? I read that one. This is the last girl. Okay, I'm just making sure I got all these. I don't want another Rudy Toot in here that I have to send it to the gulag with Billy. You're on thin ice, Rudy Toot. You're on thin ice, brother. Rudy G said she had some creepy guy stalking and following her around with a video camera. Apparently, she thinks that's okay though, so I don't know why she'd be angry about that. To be fair, apparently that's fine. All right, you know I'm not like that. You are totally like that, Billy. Shut your mouth.
She had a pretty level-headed response to everything when she found out what was going on with Animal Farm. She actually had a long explanation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone had a problem with anything she had said up to that point. And then she went on Twitter and she's like, I've been made aware of the comments on Nerdrotic's stream. We're emotionally dealing with it right now. Like, I'm blowing out of proportion now, but it sounded really weird.
I'm starting like to recognize patterns.
Women?
Should women just not be around on the internet? Is that
Gary, that's what I said.
Women are women the problem?
I said, what's the common denominator here?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they start making more movies for them, like Devil Wears Prada, they won't need to be on the internet as
Make
Because
a
they're the only
series
ones
of
who want to
those.
see this thing right now. So.
Look, the reason I'm never going to be like a drama internet, like that's making content about drama, is because, bro, if I did drama streams on all the people that I dislike or have a problem with,
And imagine Ryan, dude. Ryan would go so fucking hard on drama content. He'd be screaming. It'd be crazy. He'd do really well, probably too. Buster Brown says, "Love watching Mel and Pooh Jer get steamrolled." Oh, Pooh Jer. Oh, Pooh Jer. All right, so I think they're. I'm gonna. This is when I'm gonna skip to super.
We'd have a lot of content.
I would be streaming
a lot of.
I'm like, hey, what's up with this? 30 minutes of all the information I ever needed from Ryan. Like
Oracle.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's
Platoon
crazy.
brought it up, and I don't know how many people have seen this, but EFAP covered the Otterly Noah situation, which was similar in the way that something got flagged down over a thumbnail. But the best part about it that I find the most hilarious is he's basically a detractor channel. He's gone after Drinker, and he's accused all, as yours truly, everybody of being grifters. And he plagiarized a video calling us grifters.
Several videos calling us
Several
grifters.
videos.
That's so low.
The irony.
So low.
The irony.
The guy had the only partial excuse of being like an actual autist as well as being a retard. So like he's got like a.
By the way, Maintain says PPP said it best. They have penises. They'd be broke. You're not lying. You're not lying at all. Well, and we've called it cheat codes, right? It's a cheat code. Being a woman on the internet is a cheat code. If you're an attractive woman on the internet, you can do anything you want. You can rule the world. There are literally attractive 19-year-old girls that are just attractive. Like, they're not like unbelievable, but they're just like thin, small, blonde, and like typically attractive. And all their pictures on Instagram are them like traveling the whole world because random guys on Instagram that are rich would just pay them to travel and like hang out with them. So like they're like, oh, it's just normal. It's just normal. I just get paid to go hang out on yachts with these guys. It's just normal. Yeah. I've never been on a yacht. I want to experience a yacht, Original Ghoul. God. All right.
Partial out through his. Did. I don't know if he still. I think he said he.
Olsen is worth like 12 million.
All right. So we're going to move to the super chats now.
Originals.
For third movie.
Mario Galaxy's doing story that.
I like how Comic Division popped up for like 1 second.
A story I'm looking for.
And tell
It's
a
like if
story.
you could try a little more and really knock it out of the park.
Yeah. And this is my
That's
thing.
why it should have been around to bring it.
Right.
They want to broaden it out.
We don't know until
you know
that
what
actually
other? Hey,
happens.
hang on.
Avatar 3, though.
Wait a minute.
I thought the timestamp was a different thing.
Yeah.
1.5 speed helps.
The smartest person.
Now no one cares about that. Now they're just
No.
going to release it anyway, which makes.
Sorry, guys. I know this is boring.
17-hour plane ride.
Me just looking.
But now it is boring since he has built a well-established colony. It is. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that one.
Yeah.
That's why you get the physical media. It's much better. But move away, and it was made.
Come on, brother.
The June. There's been a lot of documentaries, and again, I had to go do my due diligence yesterday, and I spent, Ryan knows, I spent all day doing it. I spent all damn day doing it. And I saw a lot of, there's a Mikey No More documentary as well. And yeah, it will educate you on what's going on. And I think they are as unbiased as possible. You know, and like there's conjecture, and I'm not going to get in the personal stuff or any of the conjecture, but when you just when it's false flagging, and when it's for me, I mean, some people might not care about this. When it's stealing content, I kind of have a problem with it, and it's no different than Otterly Noah situation that EFAP just covered really well, by the way. Platoon. Those were some of my favorite.
They were great fun, but no, Mauler gets all the credit. He did all the work. It's they were fun episodes, but there's lots and lots of work that went into those. So Mauler gets all the credit for that.
It's really fucking simple. Don't false flag.
Mm-hmm.
Don't false flag, and don't
steal.
Yeah.
Or sweep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Do not sweep.
It's really simple, you know.
Look at fucking X-Ray on there. Just looks like she's frozen, but she's just Asian.
If
she blinked, never mind.
If my kid does something fucking stupid, I'm gonna protect my kid. I love my kid, but my kid ultimately has to fix the problem that he created in this scenario, right? Greatest act of love my father showed me was kicking me out of the house. Never to return, by the way, because I was out there doing fucking drugs, committing crimes.
Gary's so fucking cool, brother. What a badass. Wish we could all be badasses like you, Gary, doing drugs and beating people up and shit. Damn. Shorty says, thank you for the laughs when you stream. Much love. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Appreciate you, Shorty. Thank you for being here, Shorty. Magnor says, thank you, Cam, for being honest about the situation. I was blind, but now I see. It's a damn shame what people do to each other. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, Magnor. I love you, buddy. Slack Lust. Gotta love these purity tests, these zeros. All right, who are zeros? Because I hear so many people called zeros now, so I don't know which ones are the zeros, right? Like, I literally hear every single group are referred to as the zeros, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know who's the zeros anymore. Reminds me of leftists that ruin people's lives because they associate with bad people and didn't call them out. Here, listen to me, Slack Lust. I don't disagree with like the sentiment, but stop invoking leftist when you talk about this kind of stuff, because everybody's doing it now, and it's starting to feel like weird and creepy when people say it's just the woke libs coming after us. Starting to feel like I'm on a colony and I'm about to get murdered. I don't like you know, and the reason I say that, Slag Lust, is not shitting on you at all, obviously. But it's like Jeremy, for example. Every time people expose him for, you know, filming small children or something, you know, and following women around and saying really fucked up stuff, or harassing his female guest, or harassing that one girl so hard she left the internet, and he made like a tear-jerking video where he was like, I want her to come back. She means so much to me, while he's married. And then he just says, oh, they're woke libs. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's like woke libs. You just woke lib, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. What does that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? I feel, and let me clarify more. It just sounds like very 2016-ish, you know? It's like calling people Nazis, right? So, but dude, I appreciate you. I know you're always in here, Slag Lust, and you support me. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying. Jeremy has ruined the woke lib thing. Michael Fedora says, this is what the orange is for. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. I wish there was a better way to do this. I wish I could like there was a different button to move my soundboard. You have to like go into the settings to move the soundboard. Fu Manchu, CM knew more than anybody else. Didn't know his yes. Yep. I think we're all in kind of agreement there for sure. All right. That's caught up. I got slug loosed. I got butter. All right, cool. Let's continue. Yes. All right.
And my dad he had a couple of choices. He could waste money on rehab again, or he could bring me in and I'd be fucking stealing money out of his wallet and making life hell for them, or he let me go. And, you know, hopefully things work out. He let me go to fall on my face on my own, which I did. And luckily I lived through it, but ultimately it's not my dad's responsibility, right? It's not my dad's responsibility to deal with my mistakes. And it's not our responsibility to deal with other people's choices or mistakes. It is theirs. They're adults. They can handle this stuff or not. Eric John Pizza Art for $99.99. Yay. 2 years ago, this show inspired me to start live streaming my pizza art. And your pizza.
That dude has great pizza art, by the way.
Wait. Frank, what is it? Did you just say pint?
Ships for $50. Thank you, Frank. Oh, Frankie. Hail FNT 65th birthday tomorrow, and still less of a boomer than Gary. Dave, that's true. Thank you for the $50. Happy birthday, brother. 6, 7.
Oh my God.
Collect.
My life is so fun. The 90s killed it because
it makes a lot of money for comic shops for back issue.
And then people were buying those.
45 up. That's nuts.
About, a $600 card.
Moderation is my middle name. Okay.
Problem is that you won't live to have very long.
What?
Yeah. Always a problem.
Why'd it get blurry?
Smiley Ivy has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Hail, thank you.
It's getting close to. So there's a question that's going to be asked, like, are you firing Chrissy?
Eudite for $40, 2 parts. Says, talk to teenage. What's TMN?
Tuesday night's main event. It's not relevant. Don't worry about it.
It's Tuesday night's main event though, because it's TMNE. That's why I'm like, is it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? About Paige being what the hell is it? Tiresias because of the gender significance. Okay, and debate. It might be begs for a proper burial, which could connect to the face.
Hopefully, it's not the woke one.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that came out before that.
Something's happening. Do you guys see this? Let me refresh. So it's like crashing over and over.
Of debauchery and hypocrisy.
Oh, there's
I
a
don't know
chat.
how much they're worth. They're rare. NFL Hall of Fame cards, Ryan, from 1994. Ron Mix did it, and it was, I can't remember. It was for a charity or something. But it's all for Smiley Ivy to be a lady. I do. You know, it's like Jeremy. The most surprising thing is Jeremy like rattling off some pretty good Odyssey lore, and it's like, you read a book? High integrity people do. Melonie and Chrissie are complicit in this. Thank you. P.S. That Otterly Noah stuff was tops. It really was. I think it's a great cautionary tale.
Channels, and that included like the
Jovovich trilogy, and I'm guessing Resident Evil.
They would like throw out all the old donuts, but they put them all in a big trash bag and carry my.
05. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find
checking in.
specific
I
question.
can't hear a question
Right.
like that anymore.
What was that? What are you doing? Which is Ryan's sock puppet for Phil here.
Technically all the Harry
here. Here.
17-hour plane ride. I think like I need to save something for that.
Are you using in on a location for thing other than retro gaying with back quicker?
We did that.
You're just a read the next one, X-ray girl.
For you.
Stay there.
I don't expect you guys to be terminally online, but it's kind of part of our gig. It's kind of part of our job.
All right. Here we go.
Moncachino.
I love it.
Cachino. Yeah, I mean, like, we don't expect you guys to be terminally online, but it's kind of part of our gig. It's kind of part of our job. Audrey CR for 25,000 Martian pesos. Thank you very much. Chrissy is the Beardo of FNT. They didn't know.
By the way, Rain Nation says I blame Sauron and dumbasses for Jared's rising smarties. for the chair falling off. Another jagoffs. That video of him drinking his cum was weird. It's very strange.
That could be such a compliment or insult.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with that one.
Yeah.
Buford T Justice for $100. Watch party will be something good for us. Thank you. And it's not just no.
I don't know. Maybe it was. I wonder if it was edited out or something. Like I cannot find it. I saw it literally earlier when I was watching it. I was watching it live. Basically, I'll give you the short story real quick because I have a bunch of other stuff. Basically the story, what he said was somebody said, hey, you should fire Chrissy and give the spot to Savvy or Steph. Alter Nerd, I think. Steph the Alter Nerd. And he actually said, we'll see how it goes Sunday. He was like, we'll see how it goes Sunday and we'll go from there, basically. And then he said he really liked Steph. And I was like, oh, shit, interesting. Oh, shit. Interesting. Searched in the transcript. Where's the transcript at? Where the hell's the transcript at? What do you think I am? Not a boomer? You think I'm not a boomer? Because I am totally the boomer. Okay. Here's Chrissy's apology, by the way. So this is important. And, actually, I'm going to be honest. I don't really know what you do here. Because I want to say that apologizing is not going to matter. But also, do you apologize? Like, this is such a weird situation. But here's Chrissy's apology from yesterday. And it was more of the kind of same thing. Like, I did not know. And I think just a lot of people aren't accepting that, right?
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Nightmare. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a fabulous guest today in studio. But before I bring her on, I have to just say a quick something. I have to acknowledge the stream I had last night. I had on my friend Melonie Mac.
I downvoted the hell out of this, by the way. I was like, yeah. Damn you, Chrissy. Damn you. I was like, yeah, I can't. I got it. I just had to do it.
I had her on to talk about my recent conversion to Catholicism. And I was like, let's talk about faith and your marriage. And to be honest, I was not up to date on all of the quartering drama. And this to me is like, and trust me, I've spent most of the day, hours on the phone with different friends who've been filling me in on everything I should have known weeks ago. I talked to Venti for about an hour. I talked to Nina, Infinity. I talked to a bunch of friends, and it is so much worse than I realized. And it was my job as an interviewer to kind of hold myself to a higher standard. And I should have known the full extent of all this drama, and I didn't. So now I understand why everybody feels the way they do. But our dear guest tonight is not aware of this drama and has no clue. So it wouldn't be fair to talk about it with you. So I will be talking about this in depth on Sunday.
Yeah, and keep in mind this is a Thursday. We're gonna let this go for 4 days. It's just, man, that's a long time, dude. It's a long time, dude, and yeah, it's sad. Are you still going to be on Simcast Sunday? I don't know. I don't know, Speed Force. I posted on X that, hey, I have to cancel my show, right? I said Chrissy was supposed to come on. She confirmed and then she unconfirmed, and it got a little too late, so I had to go ahead and cancel the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Chrissy saw that as me being malicious and throwing her under the bus, and because the post obviously went bananas, right? Because people want to hear, they want to see what the fuck's going on. So that being the case, she's not happy with me because I posted that post, and I can look from her perspective and understand it. Now, I did talk to her yesterday or today. I talked to her today, this morning, and I was like, look, I was frustrated when I was typing that, and I understand how you could see it, but also I lost a whole days of income and I had everything laid out and planned. I had all my questions. I had everything ready, and I just, for lack of a better sentence, I wasted all my time today, and I'm pissed. You know, so that's basically what happened. They are appreciate you, brother. Mr. Speed Force says, Buster Brown says, in the best world, Ricada becomes the new bull for Pooh Jer, while Mel drifts away from Christ and does content after Johnny Williams for another man. Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think Nick could bull him. I think that's what Nick should do. That Nick should make his content bullying completely cucking Jeremy. I'm gonna text Nick real quick. Hey, do you think you should go cuck Jeremy and make it your content, like where you're cucking Jeremy? Hold on. I'm actually gonna text him and say that, actually. Hold on. I think you should make a new style of content where you go and cook Jeremy and film the journey. Big money. Let's see what he says. I said, I think you should make a new style of content where you go and cook Jeremy and film the journey. Big money. Big money. Oh yeah. All right. Let's continue, boys. Hey, we're only 5 likes from 1,000. Hell yeah, boys. Shout out to the top gifted subs still of the week. Still of the week. Conspiracy. Thank you, buddy. Maeve says, to say that you are a boomer when I know where faking gay comes from. Oh. Thank you, buddy. All right. And big shout out to the top kickers. The Taco Lunchables car. Thank you, buddy. Billy, Renee, Vet, DSP, Anime Fan for Kick, Trent Johnson, Flexual Assault, Jeremy Ham Beast, Hot Fart. Thank you, buddy. Tommy Cat. Love you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, everybody. AFK Bard. Appreciate you, buddy. Your mom's watching. DSP Noodle Alarms. I love all you guys. Appreciate you guys. So Chrissy's going to do her stream and grift off this on Mother's Day. Well, no, good luck. Yeah, I think sweeper or no sweeping. I think it's hard to say, man. How do people ask questions without super chats? You know? So that's hard to say, right? I mean, what do you do there? It's hard. It is a hard one for me. Jace. Pat says, I couldn't resist super chatting in Jeremy's live stream last night. I asked for Mother's Day's recommendations just to see if he'd still show his coffee. He did, and I almost felt bad for him. Jeremy's streams are hard to watch. I saw it, Buck. I'm going to pull it up. They're hard. It's hard to watch his streams, by the way. By the way, shout out to Matt himself for 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, buddy. I love you, man. I saw that the holster thing you sent me. It looks great. Let me look. I think I can actually look on here. Yeah. So why doesn't it not tell me the number? I want to know the number of gifted memberships today so I can add it to the freaking pile. God, come on, brother. Why you suck? Gifted 5 memberships. Yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. May 8th. 5, that's 10, 11, 16 memberships today on Kick, 22 on YouTube. That puts us at 16 plus 22 is 38. 38 memberships today total, boys. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. Philip says, would you play Jer if they made a biopic about him? I weigh like 180 pounds, brother. I'm a little baby. How the hell am I going to pay a 400-pound man? Fu Manchu says, Hannah Claire should get Melly Mac to make Dimecast to make money. You know what? Hannah Claire appearing on the show yesterday was pretty spooky. I was like, no. That sucked. I was like, God, you were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the darkness, not become one. It hurt my feelings. I felt bad. Right? It broke me. Broke my poor little heart. Oh, anyways, boys. Let me pull up my next thing here. I see your super chats. I'm gonna grab them in a second. Boys. Mm-mm-mm. So I see the undead chronic thing. Fucking pondering the orange, boys. I just love how I scroll to my feed and it's just pictures of the quartering, like fucked up looking. It's beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. You know what's really strange to me? Hold on. This is gonna kind of be weirdly unrelated, but kind of related, right? I think this is just very strange. Shout out to Hotep for fucking always sharing stuff.
This one is wild. I mean, it almost looks fake. I don't know. I don't know. This one almost looks fake.
This dude. This is the kind of shit he's streaming right now. This is the kind of shit that he's streaming. Oh, this looks fake. By the way, the caption of the photo says actual site photo with FBI lab rendering graphic overlay depicting cooperating eyewitness reports from September 2023 of an apparent ellipsoid bronze metallic object materializing out of a bright light in the sky. This says FBI lab rendered graphic overlay. It is not real. And he's like, it looks fake, but I don't read the description of stuff because I'm retarded. This is probably why he posts AI content as shorts all the time. He unironically stills viral AI shorts and then posts them. And the next day, he'll say on his show that AI slop needs to be banned and it's bad. But then he'll take AI slop and post it as his shorts. And you know what? I think it's because he doesn't know it's AI slop. I think he's a fucking boom. I think he's a straight up boom. I think he's one of those fat Facebook dads that can't tell stuff that's obviously AI is AI. He's like a guy from Africa. You ever notice how Africa like gets one-shotted by AI? Like people think like all this African AI stuff is real and it's the most fakest shit ever. And they're like, wow, this is so crazy. I think that's Jeremy. I think he just thinks that all this AI shit's real because he can't tell the difference because his IQ is at a weird threshold where he can't see it. You know? Don't shit on old dads, Maeve. Listen here, you old fucker. No. I'm an old dad. I'm almost 40. How old am I? I'm almost 40. I forgot how old I was. Another corgi is walking on my chat. What the hell, Annan Trooper, are you doing? All these damn corgis, brother. Yeah, he does absolutely zero preparation. Yeah. I agree, dude. Well, he thinks he should just be okay. Here's the thing about Jeremy. Jeremy thinks that everything should be given to him. Jeremy is what is the word that is extremely popular? Entitled. Jeremy grew up wealthy, never longed for anything, never wanted for anything. Struck gold with content creation. Has never wanted for anything, doesn't know how to spend money, so he just puts himself in further debt even though he has money. He blows it all immediately. He blows all of his money. He does all these things, right? And he thinks that he should just get paid millions of dollars for turning on a stream, being disheveled, fat, unbathed, and just watching clips and being like, I don't know. Yeah. That'll be $1 million. That's what everybody else gives me. I need my $1 million now. Mandy with 100 kicks. I love you, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy, for your kicks. Yes. All right. By the way, we got about 20 minutes before I raid another channel that is going to be talking about the same thing. My buddy Sean and Mr. Satellite Chad. Don't forget, make sure you like the stream right now. And don't forget, we're going to play the hot music for the last minute memberships shortly. Sir Fwine says, play some duck sound effects. Spam the like button. Peachy with 800 jewels with a cat on the screen playing a DJ kit. YouTube's so strange nowadays. Cody, those Funko Pops are worth bank. You know what, Maintain? Speaking of quartering, Funko Pops, man, that shit burns my ass. It chaps my ass to oblivion. I will see people. Okay, I shouldn't say. So when I worked at GameStop, I had employees or people that would come into the store that unironically were broker than a joke. And I don't mean that they were bad people. I mean, they just didn't have money. And you know what they did? They would blow all of every dollar they had on Funko Pops. One time I went over to one of these mutual friends' house from a GameStop employee because they were, I don't remember, picking up something. I don't remember. Went over to their house and they always are complaining they have no money. They can't even pay their rent, right? Every wall of their house was lined with Funko Pops. Every wall of their house was lined with Funko Pops. They probably spent 30, 40 grand on Funko Pops and they can't even pay their rent. That is retardation. That is aggressive consumerism. That's fucking weird. You stop doing that shit. You know? So, no thank you. No thank you. It's freaking weird. Oof. I'd be walking out, no comment. I've never understood it, man. Do Funko Pops have resale value? Here's the problem, John. So everybody, all these people that I know that have collected Funko Pops, you know, in a very weird way like that where they have thousands, they'll always be like, oh, bro, I have some of them that are worth like $300, bro. Right? But here's the kicker. They don't intend on selling them. Ever. They don't intend on selling them ever. That's the issue. Right? Ugh. By the way, TN Reaper with 500 kicks. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, TM. Says, sup, my boy. Sup, my boy. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. I really do, dude. Hope you're doing well. We've been having a lot of fun tonight. Kick-ass show. Kick-ass show. Oh, my God. All right, here we go. Why do I scroll my feed and I see clips of me? What are you guys doing out there? What are y'all doing out there? Just clips of me talking. It's like, what? No. What are you doing? You're spreading lies. It's all lies. And that's what Melonie told me. It's all lies, brother. Don't say anything. All those videos, AI, for sure. Lies and AIs. Nothing but lies. Nothing but AIs. Ignore all of it. We'll be totally fine. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. It's all good. All right. Real quick. Ray Nation says, wait till the day you realize you get IHOP 55 plus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Knife Boy. What's up, buddy? Says, Funko Pops are literally landfill garbage in my... I'm right there with you. Look, I'm not going to shit on you if you collect whatever. Go ahead. Collect your Funko Pops if you like. But if you are like living very, very strenuously paycheck to paycheck, do not come to don't tell me you're struggling for money if you have a 1,000 Funko Pops in your house. That's fucking weird. Mr. IX says, what year were you born? 90, brother. The very beginning. I've barely made it out of it in 89, unfortunately. Yeah. Jarkin, this is the super chat read moment of the stream. So get your guys' questions in now if you have any about the whole Chrissy situation, the whole FNT situation, all that stuff, and I'll answer everything the best of my ability of what I know is going on the inside. If you have any questions, Jeremy has said for years he had several jobs at once in college and worked his butt off to pay bills. Seems weird for someone with family money. Yeah. Hassan Piker also said he was poor until he started streaming. Oh, by the way, he was actually worth $1 jillion. When will PDH return from our well-deserved break? I have an engineering question, amateur. I would say probably in June, because we're putting down. We have to put our dog down in like 2 weeks, and it's not going to be fun. So, and you know, she's had that dog since she was 18. He's real old. He's a German Shepherd. He can't walk anymore, and he just can't function. You know, he's not having a good time. So That's got to happen, and she's gonna have to deal with that, and I'm not gonna make her come on a stream. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure after all that gets over with, she'll be back. So thank you, Amateur. Appreciate you. The Jester says it has Nerdoroid over Funko Pops. Not even a debate. What the hell's a Nerdoroid? Jester. Nerdoroid. Nerdoroid. Oh, yeah. So they're like little Funko Pops, but they're cool looking. Like they're anime-ish. Okay, cool. I had no idea that existed, dude. Thank you. Never Nerdoroid, big head little dudes. Big head little dudes. Yeah, half Irish. It's not fun, but thanks for all the barks, Loki. Yeah, he's good. He's a good boy. We're gonna go get him some McDoubles, and we're gonna go take him out in the yard because he can't walk, right? So we're gonna pick him up and go put him out in the middle of the yard with the birds and singing and shit, and, with the wind, and he likes to smell the air and stuff. We're gonna give him some McDoubles, and we're gonna sit out on a picnic thing all day with him, and so we've been loving on him a lot. We've been having a good time. So, but yeah. Anyways, there's four Funko Pops on this stream right now. You lie. There's only like one. There's only like two. Hold on. Hold on. You can't see the other three. How do you know that? There is four. I have four Funko Pops behind me. They're the ones that people have sent to my P.O. box. Okay. One of them is my dog. Okay. I'll show you. Watch it. I'll show you right here. I'll show you. One of them's literally my dog. It's Mal, my dog. See? Mal. It's my dog. And this one's from... All right. This one's from, I think, Abe, pretty sure, sent me this. And this is pretty cool. But yeah, it's all ones people sent to me. Yeah, if you send me it, it's cool as hell. All right, boys. How's Mountain Sushi? They're good. Unsubbed. What the hell? All right. Okay. Invest in Nerdoroid, brother. All right. Okay. Amateur says I took some stabs at Loki, but it's always in good faith. Hope PDH feel better. I'm sure he's been a lot. Look, he's been a lot to deal with because he's elderly, can't move. So we have to take care. It's like a hospice situation. We have to take care of him 24/7, and it's really hard. Like it's fucking rough. So, and he's definitely not enjoying it. So, it's that time of it's that time, and it's not fun. So, yeah, but I'm sure she'll be back after that, and we'll have a good time. All right, we're gonna play the hot music, guys. The hype music. T-Rex says most code pisses me off more than anything because it's not drama. It's people's livelihoods and quarterings generally can be do. Yeah, and I agree, and a lot of people don't see it that way because. Again, okay, here's the thing, T-Rex, and I'm not shitting on anybody when I say that. Okay. All right. A lot of people, they can't perspective take, and that's not against them. It's a literal thing. There's studies behind this. A lot of people can't actually listen to hypotheticals or understand them or understand perspective. They can only understand their direct perspective, right? So when you're like, hey, this person is striking down channels and they're losing all their income, people will be like, why do I don't care. And it's like, well, you're watching this creator. Why would you not care? And they're like, like, that doesn't mean anything. It's like, no, this is their job. And he's like, no, a job's working at the shoe store like me. What are you talking about? That's not a job. I'm like, what? Like they just can't perspective take. And yeah, it's a big deal. So that's why everybody's pissed, right? They don't care because it doesn't affect them. Exactly, MTV Steve. And I'm not saying they should care I'm just saying, going the other way and being like, this is stupid. Who cares if you lose all your money? Doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, you sound like a dumbass. You just don't say anything if you don't have the perspective. You don't care to have it's fine. You don't do that. All right. You guys ready for the hype music? The hype music is coming at you fast. This is the last chance to get memberships, subs on Kick. I think we've already set a record for my highest amount of subs on one Kick stream today. But we're going to go hard. This is all the subs, memberships, super chats, all that shit. It's all hype time. I need some bees and I need some hype emojis coming in strong. And let me pull up my Rumble because I know I have a Rumble rant or two. Yes, sir. So Rumble rants real quick. 5 from Tiffin. Oh, Cody, I used to listen to Jeremy for news consolidations. I have not watched more than 5 minutes of any show now. Good job, Tiffin. Mr. Canadian says you called Rambo. Haven't Chrissy and Melonie been friends for years? Why would Chrissy research her friend if she was expecting to do a hangout stream? She would research the drama. Yeah. That's like Nick coming on my show after he got arrested and me pretending like I didn't know he got arrested or didn't know why it was for or didn't know why the chat's asking me questions and me ignoring those questions. That would be weird. Nah, I brought Nick on like a month after he got arrested and we fucking read the chats and we grilled him and it was fun. He was basically like, yeah, I'm a retard. Like it was, So, all right, here we go. Hype music time. You guys ready for the hype music? Are you ready? This is your last shot. Don't miss your chance. Opportunity comes once a lifetime. Mom spaghetti, boys. Here we go. Give me some bees. Last chance. Gifted subs, kicks, super chats. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys are going to tell. Insane stream today. Make sure you guys like the stream on the way out. It's free. Give it some love. Give it some love. It's that time. Get it out. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Here we go. Look at the bees. Look at the bees. Oh my gosh, hambly. We can milk him for the rest of our days, boys. Thank you, Bull. Thank God for the Bull. Look at the bees. Not the bees, boys. Here we go. Oh my God, TN Reaper with a gifted sub. TN Reaper gifted a sub on Kick. Shout out to my boy during the hype sesh. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. It's happening. And it's happening right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Give me your bees. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. All right, we got one more here. You ready? TN Reaper with a gifted sub. The hop says, shout out to my boy. Not the bees. Not the bees. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? We're milking the cow, Keno. We're milking the cow today. MA, what's up, MA? How you doing, baby? All right, here we go. The calm before the storm, boys. Phantom Dust with a gifted sub on Kick. Here we go. The hop session's getting hoppy. Look at it. Yes. Oh my God. Here we go. I can feel it in me bones, Mr. Krabs. I feel it. Here we go. The Naked Bee session. Oh, I feel it. It's getting hot. Here we go. You already know it, brother. TN Reaper with 50 kicks. Oh, my God. Here we go, boys. Oh my God. Joining the hype. Oh my gosh, Maverick joining the hype. Terrify joining the hype again. Oh my God. Kick Dork with 100 kicks joining the hype. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for supporting your boy. I love you. I appreciate you. I see all of you there in the hype sesh. Phantom, TN, Mr. Reaper, Kick, Dork, all the boys. I love you. I appreciate you guys so much. Carify over here on the YouTube side, Speed Force. Oh my God. 335.51 for the FNT. Oh, yes. Let me show that before we get off here. Thank you, Carify. I need to show that. That was the last thing I was supposed to show. I'm a bad friend. Thank you, Carify. We love you. We love you. 335. Let me do that right now. Because it was pretty quick. Wait, that's where I'm at. It's literally where I'm at. I'm right there. 33551. Okay, here we go. Let's show this and then we're logging. We're gonna rate Emotional support chat. Coilers 100. Hell yeah. Look at all of them. What the hell is that? Burbs? Is that chickens? What is that? Burbs, chickens? Oh, it's bees. Why the hell on YouTube? It looks so much different on StreamYard. It's weird. What the hell, them bees? All right, it's bees. It's fucking bees. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right, so let's show this, and then we're gonna log, and then we'll do. That's not the right button. I'm frazzled. You see?
For 50.
Here we go.
Butt pirates.
I appreciate that you guys addressed this and did not pretend you have no idea what happened with Chrissy. I don't believe she didn't know. I don't think she belongs here anymore and would rather her spot be offered to Vera Dark, Savvy, or Steph.
Not Savvy. No, just kidding. Look, Chrissy's going to make a statement on Sunday, and we'll watch that and see how it's going.
It's something we had to talk about, obviously.
Yep, and that is the implication is that she might be actually unironically fired, which I actually didn't really expect. So that's wild. 'Tis the wild, brothers. It is 'tis the wild. So all right, thank you, MA. Yeah, I get it. I'm gay and stupid and fat and ugly. I get it, MA. Okay, you ain't got to say it so often. Okay. All right, boys. We are going to raid Mr. Emotional Support Chad. Please, everyone, follow the raid. My guy's where is he at? He's at 88 subs. I think he's at he just started like a week ago. 88 subs. He's a guy that's always in my chat. He's a good dude. Subscribe and say Cam raid in the chat. Give him some bees. Give everything you can. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. I love you. I appreciate you. Let's help some other people out, just like a lot of people have helped me lately. Let's help some other people out because that's real. That's what you're supposed to do, brother. That's what you're supposed to do. We're gonna raid. Can I do that or is it host? Okay, so we're gonna host a meme copium. Cope. Does that work? Let's see if that works. I mean, I don't know how to raid on Kick. I'm so bad at it. I type in /host, and then it says username. Oh, do I have to put the little parentheses? No. Meme copium. Parentheses. Dude, I don't know how to do it. I've never been able to figure this out. It just doesn't do anything when I do it. Why? Love you, D. What? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Carify, Speed Force, Jeff on the road. Everybody, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting your boy today. It's been a lot of fun. If any of the mods on Kick can raid me in Copium, that would be great. I don't know how that works. But if you could do that for me, that'd be nice. I can't figure it out. I've like it just doesn't do anything. It says host and it says username. And then there's no username on here I can click. It's the people in chat is the ones it lets me host. It's so strange. It won't let me post. It's so strange. Copy and paste. No, I mean hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this. You must be currently live streaming, have at least 5 active viewers, and use host channel feature in the creator dashboard. Oh my god! All right, we'll do that. Wow. All right, we'll do that. And okay, make sure you guys stay for this raid. Very important. Help your boy out over here. One of my buddies. Creator dashboard. Boop boop boop. And host channel. Meme Copian. I'll see you guys over at Meme Copian. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I figured it out. Give him some bees in the chat. See you guys over. Bees. And that did kick. I'm just like silent. That did kick. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys. Say Cam raid in the chat, boys.